Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit greenvilleautoworld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations. In Greenville, across from Ron Ayers Motorsports, and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs, and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Sustained effort and violence?
No, please. No. Please, everyone be quiet.
Was that supposed to be funny?
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Cool, neat story.
I want to shake his hand. 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 Family.
Let's get the pumping.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, welcome into a Free Beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live, kicking off a great sports weekend. A lot going on here in Greenville, North Carolina, and we are watching the Masters right now. Been watching it all day, and great news to report. Harold Varner will be wearing purple on Sunday at Augusta, because not only did he make the cut, he is one shot off the lead in after 2 rounds in the Masters, after his round is done. Now, there are still golfers on the course. That lead could grow. The deficit could grow, but as of right now, HV3 2 under after shooting 1 under today, and there are a group of 4 at -3 right now at Augusta. And if you pay attention to the coverage, what everybody's saying, the conditions are getting worse and worse as far as wind goes. So not a lot of low scores expected for the remainder of the day there at in Augusta. So Harold is in a fantastic spot. And man, if he did not bogey on 17 where he had a chance to par, he would be tied for the lead right now. But awesome news. We'll be able to watch some HV3 coming up on Saturday and Sunday at the Masters. What a round today. We will talk a lot about that. Mark Greenhill's Golf Shop Radio Show joins us in our 5 o'clock hour, as does Morgan Ahlers, voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and Minges Coliseum. We'll talk some Pirate hoops, football, baseball with Morgan coming up later on in today's show. We'll have our Friday NFL chat with Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. He joins us coming up at 4 o'clock. And in just a little bit, we'll hear from Brian North, WCTI 12. As we'll talk about everything going on in the world of sports. But as we kick off today's show, we got a Free Beer Friday winner coming up in hour 3. Let's go ahead and give away something right now. How about 4 tickets to tonight's baseball game, big series with Wichita State, and it begins tonight at 6:30. And we're going to open up the phone lines right this second. 317-1250. Caller 4 wins 4 tickets to tonight's game. You have to be able to pick these tickets up before 6 o'clock today. So if you can get down here to the studio within the next couple hours, you can have these tickets right now. 317-1250 if you want to jump in and go see the Pirates take on the Shockers coming up to open up the series tonight at Clark LeClaire Stadium. So once again, call in if, and only if, you can come down and pick these tickets up. Got them right here in my hand. All right, so we're giving that away now. Shirley Rhodes will have our winner in just a moment. Shirley Rhodes is here. CJ Schaefer is here as well on a Friday, as we have a lot to talk about going on in the world of sports. And the big story here, I'm all of a sudden a golf fan. Harold Varner III has got me all wrapped up in the Masters, and watched golf all day here today at work. He just wrapped up his round 2. Where he goes 1 under on the day, 2 under for the tournament, and is just 1 shot back of a now group of 3 as another golfer. I think it was Cam Smith, who was 3 under par, has just dropped to 2 under. So there are 2 of the golfers have finished at 3 under. So Harold will not have a chance to have a lead. Danny Willett, the other, at 3 under. But he is on hole 8 right now. So, again, we're going to see probably some high numbers come through later on this afternoon with all that wind at Augusta. For you Tiger fans out there, he is already 3 over today, 2 over for the tournament. The cut line, projected cut, is 4 over par. And, again, Harold way safe of that cut line as he has been playing fantastic. All right, Shirley, did we get a winner for the tickets?
Sorry, I was watching Tiger putt. J.R. Robertson is our winner. He's going to come by and pick those tickets up. By the way, a big thank you to David Price Construction for providing those tickets for us to give away today.
Countdown to first pitch, 3 hours and 25 minutes.
Yep, and ECU softball will be in action at 5 o'clock this afternoon, so we'll have an update on that on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard.
Presented by DeBuck. And we will be having our leaderboard updates as well on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard. All right, Shirley, CJ, welcome.
Hey, Clip, how you doing?
CJ was watching some golf today.
I don't normally, but like we said, I think it was yesterday, right? When Harold's doing well, gotta check it out.
Yeah, I like football and basketball. I like baseball, but as I said earlier this week, I like the Braves. I don't like watching 2 random teams I don't like play baseball. I like East Carolina.
Yep.
I went to school there. I root for them. But it's tough for me to just watch a baseball game. It's tough for me to watch golf. In fact, I don't watch golf unless I have some rooting interest. And Harold Varner III is a guy. I got somebody to root for. I got somebody to back. I was thinking about it in wrestling terms, CJ, where I was a big Bray Wyatt fan. So I would watch Raw or SmackDown or whatever just for him almost. Like if I have a rooting interest, I can get interested in something. That has not happened in golf until now. So I'm pumped.
I'm with you the same way, especially for golf. And I'm the same way in baseball as well. I'll occasionally watch a random game, especially in the summer when there's less on.
Yeah.
But typically, like right now, if the Pirates are playing, well, I might not even watch the Pirates. But I will only watch my teams regularly as long as they're good.
The Pirates and Braves have the same record at this point in the season.
Yeah.
0-1.
Wow. Who does that hurt more, me or you?
Neither. Okay. It's fine. It's all going to be okay.
Do we have like a semi-update on our standings as far as who our players are and where we are on that?
I can do that real quick. I did it with CJ's guys before we went on the air. So Justin Thomas stinks.
Yep.
Although he's +2. Again, the cut looks like +4. So if you make the cut, you're going to get some bonus points. So that's good. Jordan Spieth, CJ, is where?
I don't know, but you said he was like +1 or so.
Okay,
I think.
so he'll probably make the cut.
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy, I believe, is in line to make the cut as well. And then Shane Lowry also. All your guys look like they're in good shape to make the cut, but not win. Well, Spieth is +4. So again, he's right there on the edge, but making the cut, you'll get some bonus points in the pool we're in. I've got Dustin Johnson, who has been very shaky, but has somehow maintained his spot near the top of the lead. He's one shot off the lead at 2 under par. I've got Xander Schauffele, who stinks. He's +6. Thanks, Ryder Giles, for nothing on that pick. Victor Hovland, I hadn't seen him all tournament. I don't know where he's at. Let's see. He is +4. That's not good. And I've got Webb Simpson, who I saw earlier today, doing pretty well. So I will take that. Have a couple guys hopefully playing in the weekend and playing well. Shirley, you got Brooks Koepka. He stinks.
Yeah, he's tanked it today.
Let's see. Is he even going to make the cut? He's right there close to the line, I believe. Brooks Koepka is +4. So he is right there on the line. Shirley, you also have Colin Morikawa, who, a lot like Dustin Johnson, has been shaky. He hit one in the water earlier, but was able to save it. And Morikawa is 1 under par. So that is very good for you. You've got Will Zalatoris. I got to say, I haven't seen much of Zalatoris the first 2 days.
He is 1 under.
He is 1 under. And then you have Tiger, who is struggling today. But you're going to have some golfers this weekend, Shirley. So you're looking pretty good. Mully was bragging to me last night. He's got Scheffler at -2. He's got Patrick Cantlay at even par. He has Matsuyama. Hadn't seen him today. He is 2 under par. And he's got Harold Varner III, who is 1 shot off the lead. So Mike Mullis is kicking butt in this thing. And that means somebody's got to stink, and that would be Chandler.
Yay.
Now, Chandler does have Cam Smith, who is near the top. DeChambeau, no. Louis Oosthuizen has withdrew from the Masters.
He had an awful round yesterday.
He's +4, and he withdrew. So I guess what we're going to do in that case is just give Chandler -4 points, since he was +4 when he withdrew. Is that fair? And his first round pick was John Rahm, who has not played up to the John Rahm standard. So that is, he's +1, so not terrible. So we've all got a handful of golfers this weekend. Will anybody get that 5, that precious 5 points for the winner? Let me look right now and see who the odds-on favorite is to win the 2022 Masters, because I can pull it up live here. Earlier today, it was Cameron Smith, but that might have changed. Now the winner is Dustin Johnson. That would be really good for me. Cameron Smith, Scotty Scheffler, Sanjay M., who you had last year, Shirley.
I picked last year. Where were you last year, Sanjay?
And then Colin Morikawa, Matsuyama. Let's see if you can bet on Yeah, Harold Varner III, +3,000 right now to win. So bet 10, win 300. Bet 100, win 3,000.
Now, this may sound like a really stupid question, but I really don't know that much about golf. is where Harold's sitting right now. Is he the highest in terms of where we are on the leaderboard? The highest ranked first timer as far as playing at the Masters for the first time?
That's a good question.
Well, I just heard. Well, I heard just moments ago they were talking about Harold. I don't know if it's the only, but they said Harold Varner III trying to do what Fuzzy Zeller did, which was win in his first ever Masters.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's the only person that's ever won in their first Masters. Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm just asking like where the leaderboard is right this second with him being one shot off the lead. Is he, in terms of where he is on the leaderboard, is he the highest ranked? Does that make sense? Am I explaining that right? He has the lowest score of all of the first timers on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody else that's ahead of him has played before.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Putting on quite a show right now. And once again, just one shot back of the lead. All right, Shirley, here's an update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
The Red Sox lead the Yankees 4-3 in the sixth inning. Red Sox got off to a booming start with a Rafael Devers home run. They scored 3 runs in the first. Anthony Rizzo had a 2-run homer in the bottom of the first. Mike Stanton hit a Stantonian home run to make it 3-3. Alex Verdugo with an RBI single. So that's where we stand right now in that one, as we got some day baseball going on. White Sox lead the Tigers 3-0. The score in the sixth inning. The Athletics and Phillies just getting underway. That's a weird opening day series. And the Baltimore Orioles have 2 on and nobody out in the top of the first as the Birds play the Rays down in Tampa. We'll keep you updated on that. We've got O's baseball coming your way on Pirate Radio on Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday, we'll have both of those games. 1:05 is the airtime for us. And to give you a little bit of news in the entertainment world, the Academy has announced that Will Smith has been banned from the Oscars and other Film Academy events for 10 years.
A 10-year ban for Will Smith.
How about that?
All right. What a shame.
Well, you know.
You can't just go slapping folks.
Yeah.
Typically frowned upon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess wait till after the event.
Especially not on, like, live TV.
Yeah.
Like, if you've really got to do it, like...
Just wait till after, meet him in the parking lot.
Yeah, meet him in the parking lot. Catch him outside.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
How about that? What do you folks want to talk about today? Let's go out to the Facebook Live feed and see what's going on. A lot of nonsense as usual. Steve Hill saying Clipper! He also says Burgley.
A burgley.
Steve asked, did Troy make sure to touch y'all today?
Two little butt cheeks.
I talked to Troy quite a bit. He did not touch me. Did he touch either one of y'all today?
No, he hasn't.
He knows better to touch me.
Susan Dean says, hashtag fire Matt Rule. Cameron says, go Pirates and go O's. Yikes. Could be a long year for you, Cameron. Mike says, headline, Will Smith has been slapped with 10-year ban.
Ooh.
Quality.
Pretty good. Oh, Susan.
Oh, no.
She's got a new hashtag.
Uh-oh.
Slap Matt Rule.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's taking it another step to violence.
Violence?
We will be talking Panthers football with Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, coming up later on in today's show. We'll take a look at some mocks. Seeing a lot of Malik Willis to Carolina. What are the mocks saying about the Steelers? Are you looking at mocks yet, CJ? Is it too early for you?
I saw I think, brought in Desmond Ridder.
Okay.
For a workout.
He's pretty fascinating because he's not looked at as one of the top 3 or 4 or a first-round pick.
Right.
But he could be a value, I guess, in round 2.
Well,
where did it have you? Oh, you were just saying.
No. Yeah, I just saw we brought him in.
Right.
I have not looked at a mock draft. I'm afraid to see what they say because I I don't even know what I want as a Steelers fan, so I don't know.
They're in a weird spot. You're going into a whole new era.
Yeah.
Whole new world. So.
And, I mean, I really don't know what my reaction would be no matter what quarterback we may take in the first round, because I don't know what confidence level I have in any of them.
Well, your first question has to be, can quarterback X beat out Mitchell Trubisky?
Well, man, you set a low bar, Cliff.
And if the answer to that is no, you need to go find a different one.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's a fair point.
We'll talk more NFL with Tony Dunn coming up in hour number 2 of today's program. Morgan Ahlers and Golf Shop Radio Show, Mark Greenhelge, host, going to join us coming up in hour 3 as well. A lot of live sports going on, so we keep you up to date on the Masters. The leaders right now, 3 under par. Harold Varner III will go into Saturday at 2 under. And we probably, again, I'm kind of following this for the first time. Yesterday, I told CJ, I said, oh, that's cool. I didn't know Jim Nance did the Masters Thursday and Friday. And he said, well, yeah, that's because you don't watch the Masters on Thursday and Friday. It's like, good point. I don't know what happens in the Masters between Friday and Thursday and Saturday. But so if they do announce the tee times, we'll let you know. Maybe they'll probably wait until everything's complete, I would imagine, so that won't come out until later tonight. But while I'm on the PA for ECU baseball on Saturday, I will certainly be keeping an eye on what's going on with Harold Varner III, and probably be going on also during the spring game on Saturday, set for 12:30. And we'll have a lot of Pirate fans checking their phones, I'm sure, keeping an eye on Harold. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Brian North will join us to talk about what's going on in the world of sports. Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live on tap. And we got a ton of show for you on this Friday. We're back with you after this.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro. We are the professional office systems people.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Celebrate the ultimate Journey tribute band, Trial by Fire. One night only at the State Theater in Greenville, Saturday, April 16th. $10 advance tickets for general admission for the floor, $14 at the door. Balcony seating, $20 in advance, $25 the day of. Get tickets at statetheaternc.com. Doors at 7, show from 8 till 10. Get advance tickets for Trial by Fire at statetheaternc.com for only $10 general admission.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncstateparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, during that break on ESPN, they're showing live coverage of the Masters. They cut into that to have a live chat, Scott Van Pelt one-on-one with Harold Varner III, and I was going to play it during the show, but it just ended, as Shirley was talking a moment ago there. But Greenville, North Carolina was mentioned, Purple and Gold was mentioned, and Harold's great round. And Scott Van Pelt, if you follow him, you know that he is a big Harold Varner III fan. So it was like some buddies chatting, or Scott being a fanboy, kind of talking to Harold there and going over his round. They showed his chip in, they showed his near hole-in-one on 16 that he just missed, but a perfect shot. And what a day for him, as he is one back of the leader. The leader's at 3 under par, HV3 at 2 under as he heads into round 3 on Saturday. And if that video, that interview will probably be reposted. Hopefully it is, and all you guys can check it out on social media later. But it was great. And SVP said something about a lot of purple and gold out there, and Harold said there'll definitely be some purple on Sunday. So that was awesome to hear, and looking forward to watching him this weekend. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. We will talk now to Brian North, who joins us today on a Friday, a Free Beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, Clippy. I'm just, I got sports and I got new stuff and I got, my life is full. The terrorists are about to join me, so it's always something, but I'm glad to have this few moments with you.
Never a dull moment. We enjoy our Friday sports chats and talk about what's going on, and a ton is going on here in Greenville with the Purple Gold Pigskin Pig Out. You got spring football, you got the Pirates at home, and baseball, softball, all kinds of stuff going on north, and a busy weekend for the fans of Purple and Gold anyway.
Yeah, and Pirate Fest going on, too. If you go to the uptown area, you'll find a bunch of people all dressed up, acting funny, and having a good time.
Are you taking in any of the football festivities this weekend?
As of right now, no. Brett Kennedy's going to handle it. I still have the terrorists still need me around on these Saturdays. I'm trying to bank my time for this fall.
Yeah,
when we can go to games again. So yeah.
Yeah, good call. Get the weekends in before the real football begins coming up later on this fall, and should be interesting to see. It's going to go pretty quick. It looks like Tom McClellan sent out the format for everything, and they're going to go 4 15-minute quarters, but it's a running clock, 5-minute halftime. Not a lot of holding, probably not a lot of Rajay or Keaton, and just a chance to maybe see some of these younger guys. And every year we have a spring darling, and we wonder if it's going to carry over to the regular season. Last year's spring game darling was wide receiver Kerry King, who we didn't see any of in the fall, although I'm hearing that he might be more in the mix this year at the receiver position. So we'll see who that spring standout is. And as you know, Brian, it rarely kind of translates over to the fall because we're talking about a 4th or 5th stringer.
Yeah, I think, the things you're going to look at in a spring game, and I don't think they want to show a whole lot. This is, for spring football now for ECU is just to get a springboard to go to the summer and regular season, to get people excited, especially coming off their first winning season and bowl eligibility since 2014. It's continuing to build that hype. So I think they're going to trot out some of their quarterbacks to see who's going to be Holton's backup. I think the wide receivers are a big part of it. The offensive line, they're real excited about. That's not something you get a big showcase in the spring, but there just seems to be a lot of positivity through the football program, and you want to have a good showing with the fans that will come out. ECU's never had the huge spring football crowds, but still, for those who come out, you want to get them talking and salivating and start spreading the word. So you want a nice, quick, clean showcase. I don't think you want to keep people out there all day long, let them go tailgate, eat their pigs, get downtown, do whatever they have to do, but give them just enough football to get them excited for what's going to be coming in the fall.
And Brian, for years we've had a nice bridge to the summer, which gets us into fall camp after that with baseball, who takes us throughout the regular season and a regional weekend, and then perhaps a super regional weekend. And don't know if we're going to get that this year. East Carolina floundering a bit, lost 8-7, blew a lead on Wednesday, and right now they are just trying to grit through these weekends, win some series, see where they stack up at the end. But as far as an at-large goes, that's just about out the window unless they sweep a whole bunch of series coming up in conference play, and just been a down year so far for the Pirates. I still think that bright days are ahead. They're going to win some of these series. I think they'll win it against Wichita State this weekend, but the standard has been set, and it's below standard this year for Pirate baseball.
The expectation is to always host, right? At least host a regional. I think off the last couple of years, you want to even host a super regional, and then you take a little bit of step back, and it's going to happen. But I'm not selling this team short just yet. I do think they get healthy in AAC play. They just got to find a way to hit the ball better, and I hope the pitching holds up a little bit. But they win the conference tournament. They just need to get in somewhere, and that kind of keeps that streak going. But I think they can get healthy in AAC play, and I think you're right. Winning series, start picking up some middle of the week wins here and there, and all of a sudden at the end of the year, you get that 30, 35 win plateau is what you're trying to get to, and that might be a little tough to get to this year, but win your conference tournament and keep the excitement going and get hot at the end of the year. I think with this team, you're looking at them trying to get hot at the end of the year, and then, as we know in sports, hot teams at the end of the year, anything can happen.
MLB opening day was last night. It is opening day for several teams, including Yankees, Red Sox, the Baltimore Orioles, underway as well with their 2022 season. We'll have O's baseball for you coming up Saturday right here on Pirate Radio. North, that means that minor league baseball on tap as well. You're going to send Brett out to some Woody's games this summer?
Yeah, they start on the road at the Carolina Mudcats tonight. Then they have their home opener. I think it's next
Tuesday. Yep.
Tuesday, yeah, they have their home opener, so we'll be out covering them, and they're back playing in the Carolina League again. They rebranded that, and just kind of having a full season again when it's supposed to start, when it, on the traditional calendar, and so, yeah, we'll definitely be out there covering them, and Brett has a lot to get out to with high school baseball in full swing and colleges, and now throw in the Wood Ducks, but yeah, the Rangers have had a good minor league system going through the years. We like to see successful baseball in Kinston, and we think they're going to have another competitive team this year. And oh, by the way, making that Kinston to Greenville connection, I don't know if you guys have touched on it much this weekend with Wichita State coming in. Former Kinston Indians manager Eric Wedge, the head coach of Wichita State. This will be his first trip back to Eastern North Carolina since 1999 when he was the head coach of the Kingston Indians. So excited to see Wedgie back in, and you get to say Wedgie without talking about your underwear this weekend.
Should I introduce him as Wedgie tomorrow before the game over the speakers?
Definitely.
All right. I'll
calls it. So yeah.
No, big name in the baseball world. Has managed a couple teams in the majors, and as North said, the local connection as well. And that was cool. Jeff Charles talked about him earlier this week on Pirate Radio Live. I guess went to school there. Was a good baseball player there, Brian, and is back in his old stomping grounds.
He was such a nice guy when that was my first full season covering the Kingston Indians in 1999, and he couldn't have been more welcoming and just a super nice guy. And so happy that he's finding success back at his alma mater, at least coaching there. I know it's been a little bit of a struggle, and but he's a good baseball man and a really good guy. And so one of those guys once you get to know him a little bit, you can't help but root for.
Brian North joining us. Brian, I feel like if there were normal circumstances, we would still 4 days later, whatever, be crushing Hubert Davis in North Carolina for blowing the biggest lead in championship history. But it was not under normal circumstances because they're just coming off a win over Duke in Coach K's last game, and they were an 8 seed and made that great run that not a lot of people were anticipating. So we're kind of giving them a pass, I feel like, and a deserved pass for blowing that lead to Kansas, who maybe, they were a better team all year long. But I still feel like North Carolina won some type of championship on Saturday night. I mean, I still think that matters more than them losing on Monday. What about you?
Well, I think the North Carolina fans, it does, especially the longtime fans.
Yeah.
The rivalry means more to them. I don't know for the players and the coaches.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
They were playing with house money, right? They were an 8 seed. I mean, we were talking a month ago of them not even getting into the tournament was a possibility. So I think everything they did is why they're getting a pass right now. It's all based on expectation. If we thought they were supposed to get to the championship game and win it, and they lost, well, then you beat them up more. But the fact we didn't think they'd even get there, even right up until the final buzzer against Duke, we weren't quite sure that they were going to be that team. So I think that's why they're getting the pass. I think that's why Hubert's getting the pass, because he beat K twice this year. And you beat K twice, including his last game at Cameron and his last game as a college coach. Well, you've got some bragging rights that you can stick up there to stop the conversation when people say, what about that 15-point, 16-point lead that you blew? I think that's where he's getting the pass right now.
Brian, do you expect, I don't know, Duke with Shire and Hubert Davis with North Carolina, are they still going to be elite programs year in, year out moving forward? Is it going to be more of a, I don't know, they come back down to earth and, Gonzaga and I don't know, Arkansas, who's got like the number 1 recruiting class. I mean, does Duke and North Carolina just become normal, good college basketball teams, or do they stay at the top every year with the new regimes?
It's a great question because, as we know, it's all about recruiting. I think with the fans, the perception will always be there because fans stay forever. But when you're recruiting 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, they barely remember last year. So it's the hot team for them. That's why North Carolina's run was so important. It had been a few years since a UNC team had made a run like that for, again, the guys you are recruiting. And for Duke, look, John Shire's got a great class coming in. Now he's going to be running the show himself, but it looks like he's got a grace period with a really good recruiting class coming in, them making a deep run to the Final Four themselves. So I think they've got a couple of years where they'll still be considered that elite level. Now, you got to remember, Duke was a really good basketball program before Coach K was there. Now, he had a rough start to it, but Vic Bubas was a good coach for them. They had nice runs, and they were very competitive. It wasn't like Duke was the worst team ever, but they were before Coach K got there for a year or two, and then for his first 3 or 4 years, and then they made a run. So I don't think you'll see that with John Shire and with Hubert Davis. I think Hubert helped a lot this run here. There was a lot of people not happy with him, even right up to the ACC tournament. But you make that magical run, that certainly buys you some time and some cachet with the donors who spend a lot of money.
Brian, have you talked to anybody in the Terquavion Smith camp or anybody that knows his story about, going through the NBA draft process? Is he gone for sure? Is there a chance he could return to Raleigh? What do you know about Terquavion?
And I haven't talked to anybody recently, but I was not surprised when he started the process. I think we all know Terquavion has NBA aspirations, but I think he's got enough people around him to tell him that if you're not a first-round draft pick, a guaranteed first-round draft pick, and not guaranteed money, unless you've screwed up academically, come back and get a year better and then make yourself not only a first-round pick, but maybe even a lottery pick. But people are a lot smarter than me, can sit there and tell you what's in the draft and whether this would be a draft where he could go higher. Like Dayron Sharp was a guy out of South Central. A lot of people advised him, don't go, but a lot of people who were closer to the situation said, you could stay one more year and maybe get first-round lottery money, but we don't see your draft stock improving a lot. Why not go this year, get a year in the G League, and then get to your second contract faster?
Yeah.
And so that's the route that they chose. I think with Jerquavion, that's a little bit harder because he's not a big man. So I think you have to look and see where the draft process is. I think, Farmville's basketball coach, Larry, will tell you, and probably has his finger on the pulse a lot better to gauge that stuff. But I think Larry will even tell you, obviously the kid wants to play in the NBA, but I think he's smart enough to know when to make a good decision, and coming back for another year is not necessarily the worst thing for him. I think it all depends on what feedback he gets from the NBA.
And important year for Kevin Keats next year, right? He can't handle another one of these seasons like he had this past year.
NC State fans can, and then
but they want him gone now.
Yeah, the big people with the money. He had a couple of good years there that I think is buying him a little time, and he's got a new AD in there that's kind of has his back right now. So I think he gets one more year because in this college basketball world with the transfer portal and the one and dones, I mean, it can change so quickly. But I would say you get one bad year these days, and then depending on what your resume was before that, depends if you get any more than that.
Yeah.
So I certainly think, he I don't know. I thought he had some pretty good years before that. Maybe I'm having my selective memory, but I thought he's at least earned one more year, and we'll see what his recruiting class is coming in. But he's had some good recruiting classes. They just have lost a lot of depth and lost a lot of guys to the transfer portal or had some weird things happen to them.
All right, let's play How Closely is Brian North Following What's Happening in the World of Sports with everything going on around him. Who has the most wins in the NBA as we get ready for postseason, Brian?
Was that the Phoenix Suns?
Boom! That's my guy. NBA North coming through.
I've got a friend who's I used to know in Virginia who's now homeless in Phoenix, and he texts me every now and then. He apparently has a phone. I don't think the Suns are great, so that's how I know.
There you go. The Avalanche have the most points in the NHL, followed by the Panthers. Who has the third most points in the NHL, Brian?
It's got to be the Hurricanes.
The Canes, who locked up another playoff berth. And remember, they had that streak for a decade, North, where they missed the postseason, and now you talk about expectations. They're expected to play some home games in the playoffs. They'll be doing that again this year for the fourth straight year.
Yeah, and look, they've had great stretches. They had their best start in franchise history to start the season. They've hit a few lulls, but it looks like they're playing like they need to be here at the end of the year, and they really would like that number one seed in the East. I think that could help them a lot when it comes to the playoffs and the deep run.
And man, those games at PNC in the playoffs are nuts. And was lucky enough to get to one of those. Those are fun to be at, fun to even watch on TV. So
yeah, the tailgating outside when the weather warms up. No, it is rock and roll Southern hockey. It's great.
North, appreciate you joining us today. Have a great weekend. Work life, family life, sports life, whatever you got going on, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Weather's warming up. We just get rid of this volatile weather going through here. But no, I think we've made the turn now, and should be a really fun weekend in Greenville. So hopefully you can say arg a few times and eat some pig and do whatever else. Watch some football and some baseball.
There you go. Brian, thanks for joining us, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, Clipper.
Brian North joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Free Beer Friday edition of the show. We got some Busch Latte coming your way. In hour number 3, a 15-pack of the limited edition Busch Latte aluminum bottles. Also a large 2-topping pizza from Domino's can be yours in hour 3 of today's Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. We'll have more for you in hour number 1. Hour 2, Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, joins us to talk about what's taking place in the NFL this week. We are at a bit of a dead time until we hit the NFL draft later on this month, but still plenty to talk about. We'll do that in hour number 2 of today's program. More to go on Pirate Radio Live. We've got a small clip of that Harold Varner III and Scott Van Pelt interview that we'll play on the other side. Still looking for the full video, and hopefully we'll have that for you before we wrap up here on a Friday. Back to go, more to go. Back with you. I'm just saying words after this.
Pirate Fest, presented by Subdogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery. This free event includes 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us on Friday, April 8th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. featuring music from DJ Tay James. Then on Saturday, April 9th for a full day of activities from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., including a concert on the Town Common from Grammy-nominated recording country artist Eric Pasley. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Welcome to the Cheese Show. And when Cheese puts on a performance like this, you might get to the crust and think, it's over. But no. Let's hear it for the Encore Cheese. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuff.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers from my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Have you ever wondered why Bojangles Chicken Supremes are called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your 4-piece Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and your favorite sauce for dipping. Download our app to order ahead. It's bow time.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
This is Roger Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Need some beer for the weekend? The Jarvis Street Bottle Shop near Christie's Euro Pub is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating North Carolina craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by Tuesday through Sunday or check out the Jarvis Street Bottle Shop on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. You can check in with us. You can give us a call. We are here live, 317-1250, or also chime in on Twitter or Facebook Live. Will says, I can't wait for Troy to act like HV3 is his best friend. Just like Shaq, Carter Cruz, Petey Pablo, or any celebrity who passes through Greenville.
Well played. True. Very true.
So there you go. That could be happening. Steve says, Eric Ward joined us the other day, talked about some events going on with the Pigskin Pig Out, a car show, Touch a Truck also. Yes. Steve said, Touch a Truck in Greenville, not as popular as Touch a Troy. Maybe Troy will be just standing in like a booth and you get to go up and, you know, touch finger. I want to shake his hand. Touch his finger like E.T. He'll just hold his finger
Elliot,
Troy.
Phone home.
Shirley, can you pull up Brian Bailey's Twitter account for me?
I have it ready for you.
He has a clip of the HV3 interview fresh off his round today, round 2 at the Masters, where he went 1 under par. He is 2 under for the tournament. Now 2 shots back at the lead because Danny Willett has moved to 4 under par. But man, what a couple of rounds for Harold. He was talking to Scott Van Pelt right after his round, and here's a very short clip, but had some cool stuff to say.
The emotions are real, but you handle them, you manage them. But my wife and my kid are here, so it's been, I'm about to go squeeze him. He's going to throw up on me, and it's going to be great.
Good times. Good times. Hey, Greenville, North Carolina is not too far from here. There should be some purple and gold, right?
There'll be some purple on Sunday, that's for sure.
I bet.
All right, so
how cool is that?
Gotta love it, man.
I just like the fact that he is just as down to earth of a person as, he's on the press. When you think about the pinnacle of golf, it's the Masters, and for him to be sitting there and saying, yeah, I'm going to go hold my kid, he's probably going to throw up on me. That's not something you expect to hear from a golfer that's sitting. Are they in Butler Cabin? Where? Yeah, Butler Cabin. That's just, it's a far cry from what you've seen in the past, but I like it.
Even when we talked to him, the last interview we had with him was a few days before the Cincinnati football game.
Yeah.
And we'd talk about golf and stuff, and he'd just be like, yeah, dude, I think we're gonna beat Cincinnati, man. He was like, yeah, I'm thinking about guy.
Yeah, he was like, I'm thinking about getting an RV and just driving down there and hanging out all weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna beat Cincinnati and go to a bowl, and I don't know. It's just you just don't expect guys to the position they're in to be so normal.
Yeah, and especially in such a high pressure event like the Masters.
He's abnormally normal when it comes to his stature in the sports world, and it's only going to grow. And hey, this was the goal is to win, but he accomplished a major goal yesterday and today of making it to the weekend, because that's just more coverage, national coverage on CBS. More great coverage. East Carolina's getting a lot of free advertising out of this.
Absolutely.
Which is fantastic. And he will be donning the purple shirt as he does on Sundays.
And the fact that he's there for the first time. I like the fact that he has said in the past that he's never played Augusta National because he didn't want to play there until he was invited to go to the Masters. So he's playing this course essentially for the first time. And he's doing pretty well.
And again, just 2 shots back. Danny Willett, with a recent birdie, has moved him. He's willed his way to 4 under par.
Hold on.
Man.
Charles Schwartzel has one of the most interesting names in sports, because Charles is it's like I want to name my kid Charles, and they just left off a couple letters on the birth certificate and said, "Okay, I guess I'll be Charles."
It's like they called the birth certificate place and they said, "What's his first name?" Charles. But then the call dropped.
There was they were in a bad spot.
And they're like, "Oh, we're just going with Charles then." Okay.
Charles. That's a cool name. And then Eam.
I think I said Eam.
I think it's Eam.
Eam. He is 3 under par. And
do you know how long I stared at the leaderboard? Because I just have the favorites on the leaderboard up on mine. So it shows who the leader is and then what my favorite golfers are. So I'm tracking Harold Varner and also Tiger Woods. So when Eam was leading, I was like, why is it showing I am? Like, it didn't make that. I didn't make that connection at first.
That is a name.
That was an actual name. I just thought it was like a default name that they stuck in there, so they, that the leaderboard was just sitting at 4 under. So, or at the time, I think it was 3 under. And I'm staring at it. I'm like, why is that I am? Is that like an initial for somebody? Like, I couldn't figure it out. And then when I was looking at the video, I was like, oh, okay. All right, stupid. You forgot Sanjay Eam.
I aim with stupid is the shirt you need, Charlie. I aim with stupid.
Just point that arrow up instead of sideways.
Despite being 2 back, Dustin Johnson still the favorite to win. Scotty Scheffler, Cameron Smith, Sanjay Eam, Hideki Matsuyama, Colin Morikawa, also in the mix there. Those are your favorites. Harold Varner III, plus 2,500. So basically, bet 10, win 250, bet 100, win 2,500. So Harold is up there when it comes to the betting favorites heading into the weekend. We will follow him throughout this weekend. We got football. CJ, what is the content junkie working on this weekend?
Lots of baseball, lots of football, lots of stuff.
You doing the doubleheader tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely.
Baseball doubleheader coming up on Saturday as the spring game. I know not to ask you about football, so I won't. But Pirate Baseball, they get underway with their series, Wichita State 6:30, expecting a series win. Gotta have it.
We need a sweep.
Need it. Did I see that Ryder Giles was pitching tonight?
Did you?
Or did I make that
I
up?
think it's Cooch.
Okay.
Because I just saw, unless I missed something, I thought that was Cooch Manor's picture I saw earlier. You might want to pull up ECU Baseball's Twitter account real quick. Speaking of stuff that we're going to be following as well, CJ, I know you're going to be covering spring game and baseball and all that
Cooch is
other
on
stuff.
the picture. You're right, Shirley.
Okay. I'm also I'm going to be following a lot of the former Pirates that are in the minors because Gavin Williams is slated to get his first professional start in the minors for the Lake County Captains tonight, and that game I think is around 6 o'clock. I have to double check the time on that. And of course, Alec Burleson's going to be in action tonight. Seth Cadell is going to be in action. Well, may or may not. I mean, some of these players are on rosters. I just don't know whether or not they're in lineups yet. So we've got a slew of former Pirates that are in the minors, and they are all kicking off their season this weekend. So we will have updates on them as well as everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
And I'll keep you updated on softball as well since I'll be there.
Woodies and Muddies play tonight.
Yep.
Woody's first home game coming up on Tuesday at historic Granger Stadium. Quick update before we take a break on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. The Yankees have tied it up with the Red Sox 4-4. They play in the bottom of the 8th. White Sox a 3-1 lead over the Tigers in the 8th inning. And Kyle Schwarber hit a home run. I believe it was a leadoff home run for the Phillies.
A monster home run,
They have a 1-0 lead over the A's, and the Orioles and Rays are scoreless as they head into the 3rd inning. So there is a look at what's going on your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Your Masters leaderboard presented by Dubuck. Danny Willett at 4 under par. Charles Schwartzer, Sanjay Eam at 3 under. And then HV3 with a group there at 2 under par in Augusta, and Willett has now dropped back to 3 under. So Harold's sitting pretty at 2 under. He's just now waiting to see if he's going to be one shot back or more. And right now, just one shot back of the lead. So let's take a break. We'll come back. We will have more for you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, joins us when we return after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. All products and services are on sale at our spring extravaganza, April 4th through the 8th, beautybarmedispa.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
The celebration is on. Save the date for Saturday, May 14th as the town of Farmville celebrates 150 years with a Black Tie Gala from 7 to 11 p.m. Music will be provided by the Raheem Walker Project, and dinner will be served. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce, and to purchase tickets, call 753-4671. Save the date and enjoy a night out on the town at the Farmville Black Tie Gala Saturday, May 14th.
This is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. The real estate market is extremely competitive right now. The importance of being pre-qualified is absolute must before you begin shopping for a new home. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that fit most financial situations. To get started, contact Talbot Green, Braxton Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
The North Carolina Strut Masters Championship, presented by Leopold, is coming back to Farmville April 9th. Put your skills to the test against some of the best turkey hunters in the country, like Michael Waddell, Nick Munt, Nate Hosey, and many more. The top scoring birds will win big prizes up to $30,000. There'll be live performances by Mikkel Buck, Nate Hosey, and you never know who else will show up. Deadline to register for two-man teams is April 2nd. Registration now open at ncstrutmasters.com.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 off drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphousenc.com.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations, in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. All products and services are on sale now at the Spring Extravaganza through April 8th. Visit beautybarmedispa.com for more information. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, welcome back to the program here on a Free Beer Friday. Got a 15-pack of Busch Latte on the line today. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer here, and take a look at this guy. Boy, a real shame if you're only listening on radio today, because Tony Dunn has come in his workout tank top and is putting on quite a show here in studio. Hello, Tony.
Hey, man, I got my Pat McAfee look on.
Are you going to stand during the show today like he does the whole time? Yeah, he is a big tank top guy, and Tony came in and said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't have time to go change."
I didn't have time to go all the way home.
That's what buff people say.
I know.
Are you going to become? Are you going to get to the point you think where you're going to be like no shirt guy, where you just all around the house and never wear a shirt?
You know,
during the summer you drive around without a shirt.
Maybe. You know, I got to the point where I was the shirt guy at one point, where it was like I went to the beach one time and wore the shirt, and I was like, oh god,
jump in a swimming pool with a shirt on.
Yeah. So
you've come a long way.
I'd rather be no shirt guy
definitely
than shirt guy.
Absolutely. Tony, welcome in. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. I was wondering what the heck are we going to talk about?
Yeah, I know, and I do have something to talk about.
Good.
Though. I'm sorry. I feel like we've talked about LeBron James a lot this week because he had the stupid tweet about keep that same energy before the season started. Please keep that same energy when everything gets going, and then they miss the playoffs. Well, also, he did his I have another LeBron James tweet to make fun of.
Ooh, this sounds great.
On April Fool's Day, he said, sorry to report, but I'm out for the rest of the regular season. And then today it comes out that LeBron James will indeed miss the rest of the season due to an injury.
Oh.
April Fool's
April fooled himself.
Was last Friday, 1 week ago.
And then now he's really hurt.
And now he's actually out.
Don't joke about serious stuff, folks.
Yeah. He just continues to do dumb things.
So it's funny to me about LeBron James. It's like for a long time in I guess like the first 10 years of his career. How long has he been in the league now? It's been like
the
03? 18.
Year 19.
Yeah, so like probably for the first 12 years, even with the Miami, like I found myself liking LeBron James.
I did too.
I gravitated. I loved
him when he was in Cleveland.
Yeah, I thought the people though that disliked him were trying to find anything to hate on and unnecessarily always trying to say how he couldn't be the greatest player. And it got annoying to me, kind of like people with Cam Newton used to. But right now, I would say over the last few years, he has become less and less cool. Like, I mean, I just don't like him as much. And I do get irritated by the people that are like, feel woe to me when you also have everything.
Yeah.
He cries louder than anybody.
He's not doing a lot for his legacy, which is a pretty incredible legacy when you think about winning championships with 3 different teams. That's pretty impressive. That's rarefied air and everything that he's done. But the tweets, I don't like Tony, and I don't know why he does this. He doesn't need to do this, where he'll put out a tweet and he's holding a book that's half open, acting like he's reading a book.
And he's on page 1.
Who is that for? What is that? Why are you doing that? Because then there have been cases where reporters have asked him about the book and he can't say anything. He hadn't read one page. But why set yourself up like that? Be smarter. I don't know. I don't get it.
What's weird about him kind of closing up shop for the season, it's not weird. So he's not really injured. It's like ankle soreness that he definitely could have played through.
Their season's over.
Yeah,
he's just
that's
quitting.
Why he's sitting. And what's weird is we thought he was gonna finish the season because he is still in contention. I believe Joel Embiid passed him last night or the night before for highest score in the
Scoring
league.
title.
Yeah, but he needs to finish the last 2 games to be eligible to play those 55 games that you need to be eligible. And he's not going to have it now. So that's weird. But
I wonder if he's overcompensating because all the haters are like, LeBron is just selfish and wants the scoring title, so now he's sitting out, so he won't win.
Yeah.
Look at how selfless I am.
I hate that I think that because I feel like everything he does has some kind of motive. Like it feels like it does. He thinks about that kind of stuff. So I don't know. So there's that. Also,
and he's got the creepy commercial with the CGI version of himself, which is kind of cool in one hand and then also very weird.
Yeah, that's creepy. We love when athletes talk and say what they mean, but they shouldn't. Okay. Especially us. Like we get these people on the show. We want them to talk and say what they feel, and sometimes that makes some headlines. But the Ronald Acuna, Freddie Freeman stuff. Have you been following this?
No, I haven't.
So Ronald Acuna was talking to some guy on a podcast, and he was like, what do you think about Freddie Freeman going to L.A.? And he said, I don't know a lot of Spanish, but I heard him say nada, nothing. And he went on to say that they clashed a little bit. Freddie Freeman was overbearing. And somebody asked me today, so what'd you think about Acuna saying he and Freeman didn't get along? I said it kind of makes sense that a young kid that can barely speak English and an older white guy are not best buddies.
Yeah, so, that does make sense.
That part of it makes sense. Acuna is probably immature. He's like 21, 22 years old. Freddie Freeman is married with 2 kids. It's a completely different world. It's it's like hanging out with his uncle or something.
It's actually his uncle that he's never met and can't speak and can't relate to.
So I totally understand that part. I wish Ronald would have kept that to himself but it's not a big deal. Freddie's not there anymore, so it's not going to be a distraction or anything. But if Ronald Acuna doesn't want to have to answer questions like this in the future, he should never put it out to start with. So maybe he
it didn't say much, to be honest. He just said nada.
Well, he said a little bit more.
He said a little bit more.
He didn't...
Acuna Matata, please.
I know. What a wonderful phrase. So, but yeah, it didn't shock me that they're not best pals.
Yeah, this is... Sam, did you hear Sam Darnold on Bussin' with the Boys?
No. Does that pertain to this conversation?
Yeah.
All right.
Like kind of opening...
Let me get one more take on it, and then you can jump on that. Tony, we... Especially as kids, we just assume that all these guys wearing the same uniform are like buddies, right? Okay. And they get along and everything's cool. And I remember when Michael Westbrook beat the crap out of Stephen Davis. And for younger people, do you know what I'm referencing when I say that, CJ? Redskins training camp. There is, this is pre-cell phone video, but there were TV reporters out there, and it came in mid-swing. Davis is laying on the ground flat, Redskins running back at the time. Westbrook is on top of him, just freaking pounding his face like ground beef, just hammering him. His face is all puffy, and I was like, wow, I guess all those guys are not best buddies.
No.
Turns out they're not.
Panthers have a legacy with that, too. Steve Smith has beaten up numerous team. Man, Steve Smith has ruined a lot of people's days and lives. Like, he not only has he broke Ken Lucas's nose, he beat up some dude in a practice meeting one time. That was a big one. My favorite, though, is Fred Smoot.
Another former Redskins.
Who he made him retire, man. Like, he made him
who?
Steve Smith. When he
they were teammates.
No, this is just him just ruining people's lives. Fred Smoot, he had 250 yards receiving against him.
Well,
then he did the rowboat and Arnhem and all of that. And Fred Smoot went through depression afterwards.
Well, when you are as outspoken as Fred Smoot, who was he was good, but he thought he was Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
So that comes back at you.
And then Talib.
Aqib Talib.
Aqib Talib. They also
that was Ice Up.
Yeah, Ice Up, son. Thank you, Steve Smith, for that wonderful soundbite.
If Steve Smith, because now he's a beloved figure, wouldn't you say?
Oh, people love him, and he's still very like caustic in a certain. He just said he's very raw and open.
If he was not as good, would he be looked at differently?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He gets to do that because he won the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
So he gets to do that, and he didn't even have a good team, and he did it on it. Like
what's that? Touchdowns, yards, receptions?
Yep.
Man.
And Steve Smith was little, but his game matched him.
I think that's why people like him too, Tony. Yeah. If he was Randy Moss's size, maybe, but since he was this little bulldog, this little French bulldog.
Yeah. And people are also scared of him. Like, so it's not only can he ball, but like bigger dudes are like cowering to him.
So we're scared to call him out because we know he beat our ass.
He goes on the radio with Charlotte radio a lot, and the radio host kind of like try to pander to him a little bit, and try to be too nice, and he'll be like, "What, you ain't got a backbone to you to say something back to me?"
You're in a real pickle.
Like you can't do anything right to him.
Yeah, that's a good example of maybe a double standard. If you're really good at what you do, you can kind of be an a-hole, and we'll look at it and appreciate it. All right, so what was the Darnold thing you were going to talk about?
So Sam Darnold goes on with Bussin' with the Boys, and I couldn't help but I watched the interview or the podcast, and I couldn't help but like vacillate between if I like the guy and feel sorry for him or if I dislike him. So he was endearing, like they talked about the Will Smith stuff, and I thought he was kind of spot on his takes with it. So I was like, oh man, maybe he isn't that guy. And then the other time he kind of looked like just like a spoiled kid that was almost not even that in tune with reality. And then on the other hand, then he gets into this thing. They asked him about how he would feel with people calling for them drafting a quarterback at 6, also how he would feel if that was happening. And he said, like, I just can't care about that. I got to control what I got. I can only control what I control. And he's like, I've proven what I can do in this game. And then he goes on and talks about fans, and he goes, like these fans, he said, I know you're a fan, and I can't do anything about it, but he said, when these fans come out here and say, like, you stink at your job, and he's like, why don't y'all strap up? And then he goes on to say this. He goes even further. He goes, imagine if you just like went up to a guy and you were like, you know that house y'all just built? It sucks. Stinks. That tile work is terrible. That's what he said. That tile work is awful. You should find a new career. He said, what kind of move would that be? And I was like, all right, I understand. First, fans get to say whatever they want. And he kind of even said that. But here's the thing Sam Darnold is missing. The tile work actually has to stink. You can't just use a random example of like what that would be like if you had the worst tiler.
Yeah.
And then, you actually can say that
is what the homeowner says to them. Yeah. And make them do it again, or either get their money back and go to somewhere else.
But he is acting like you shouldn't say anything. You should be like, you know what? You're pretty good at
accept the crappy tile.
Yeah. So I was like, all of this makes sense until you recognize you're actually a crappy quarterback.
Have you seen the tile in Sam Darnold's house? It's terrible. He wouldn't say anything to the guy. He just let it go. That's a good point, Tony. And also, especially since Darnold phrased it the way he did, he should kind of understand it. When you stink at your job, we're not saying like out of every human in the world, you're bad at being a quarterback. You're really good. You're better than us.
Yeah.
But
I didn't call for me to be the starter.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take your job. Compared to your peers, you stink.
Yeah.
And
then he said, I've proven that what I can do in this league, and people are
that's
like...
a tough line.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a tough
man, what have you proven? You're 17-32, and nobody likes you.
You're the ghost guy, the one that sees ghosts. So,
and I do feel, and I'm trying, I'm not on the Darnold.
You want him to succeed.
Yeah, I feel like we've been a little too hard on him too. And like, is that like unrealistic expectations, or I think he's a scapegoat for a lot of problems that are bigger than him. But you got to, when you're in these positions of prestige and responsibility, you got to say you're supposed to say the right things, not what you really think. You know, like you just got to go out there and be like, well, I got to put my nose to the grindstone. I got to play better. Fans are emotional, and they're the ones that pay the bills, and we got to expect, you know.
Should Ronald Acuna have said the same thing?
Well, he should have just kept going in Spanish, and then nobody even.
That was the problem. He did.
And then you're like, oh crap! I just put that in Google Translate.
You forgot.
I don't like what he's. You know, have these like Latino athletes gotten a little spoiled with being able to just like say whatever they want in Spanish? Well, they're like, oh, I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm just gonna, and it sounds like I'm being nice. I don't know. I will have to go do a.
I feel like there's a lot of people that speak Spanish. And
there are.
Now that everything,
but not in the media.
Now that everything's out there, it could easily be translated.
It can be translated.
But I'm very lazy. I'm not going to translate it. So
I'll just be like, man, he was probably saying the tile looked great.
Tony Dunn, County Cat Chronicles, joining us here today on Pirate Radio Live. Let's get a break in. We'll come back. Watching the Red Sox and Yankees, Shirley, and your Red Sox batting in the top of the ninth, 4-4 the score in the Bronx. So we'll keep an eye on that on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and everything else going on. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard and see if Harold is still one shot back. He is 2 shots back as Danny Willett is 4 under par. HV3 is done for the day at 2 under.
Okay, because I've got that he's 1 shot off the lead.
And you are correct.
Refresh.
Oh no, Danny Willett he just dropped 2 strokes.
Yeah, because I'm showing that we have 3 co-leaders at 3 under.
Eam and Scheffler are at 3 under.
You should get a new job, Clip.
I suck at this. That's why Shirley does the updates and not me. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, you know, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly, because grilled to order makes a sub above. At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh, because slice to order makes a sub above.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Join Purple Blossom Yoga Studio in Town Common this spring for our Yoga in the Park classes, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. starting March 23rd and Saturdays at 8:30 starting April 2nd. All classes are pay what you can from $0 to $20, with 25% of class proceeds going to local charities each month. Enjoy additional special events like sound baths, breathwork, meditations, light shows, and more in this special spring offering. Head on over to our website to sign up now. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform to a new you.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Winslow's is open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and of course their famous brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. They also have the best selection of beers around. Winslow's, located on 5th Street beside the State Theater in Uptown Greenville. And as we head back into the show clip, we were talking about Gavin Williams getting his first start coming up tonight for the Lake County Captains. That game is slated to start at 6:05. Seth Cadell, who is playing for the Akron Rubber Ducks.
Great name.
Great name. Great hat, by the way. And he is going to start tonight for the Rubber Ducks as a designated hitter. So he will see his first action in minor league play coming up tonight at 6:05 as well.
Good stuff, Shirley Rhodes. Thank you for that. Also, CJ, Mr. Irrelevant in our Masters draft pool, Shane Lowry, just chipped in and is now 2 back of the lead. So good for you there, CJ. We got a lot of golf to talk about. Double B Brian Bailey joining us on the program. What a Friday treat. Hello, Brian.
I don't know. I've never been called a Friday treat before. It's great. We're going to go down here and go live at the Town Common down there for the Pirate Fest. I always get confused why they send me live for Pirate Fest because there's not a lot of sports going on down here. Yeah. But, you know, it's still Pirates and it'll be fun.
So this is our NFL segment each Friday, our hour with Tony Dunn. One quick NFL note before we move on to what's going on this weekend. Linus from O'Cool's, formerly O'Cool's.
Great guy.
I saw him Wednesday night. I've talked to him a million times about football. I had no idea until Wednesday night when I was talking about how tough it is to be a Washington fan. He said he used to be a diehard Cowboys fan. And I said, well, what happened? And he said when they got rid of Landry and Jerry Jones came in, I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
So he missed out on a few glory hole days, Shirley, as Jerry Jones.
I want me some glory hole.
And has seen some bad football kind of since then. But have you, Bailey, Mr. Cowboy, ever thought about giving up on the star?
No, never give up on him. I mean, you know, next year's coming.
Well, that's right. It's always another year.
Next year's coming. No, you can't give up on your team. I mean, I hated it when Tom Landry was let go because Tom Landry was my all-time hero, and I got a chance to interview him one time in Rocky Mount, and we'll never forget that. And actually, I interviewed him twice. One time after a Redskin game, we were up there for that, and got a chance to get into the scrum and get a question in. But those were thrills for me. But yeah, I think you always stay with your team.
All right.
Speaking of your team, you didn't send anything back the other night when you sent me that picture of your beautiful cap.
You had a good line.
And I had a great line for it, I thought.
Well, if you shut me down, you shut me up.
I didn't shut you down. I thought it was a great.
It was.
Oh,
what was I going to say?
That's true. There was no coming back from
I
that.
sent him the awesome hat I got. It's black and white. And he said, nice Raiders colors. Go Commodores. What do I say to that? I got no response.
Good. All
right, Bailey.
saw it.
How about Harold, man?
Wow,
what a story that is.
That is something. And the funny part about it, and we were talking about just a minute ago, with all the technology now these days. I mean, the Masters used to be really particular about what they would show and what we didn't see the front nine for years. You know, myself growing up, but now you get on there and you choose Harold Varner as your favorite, and you literally click on his hole, whichever hole you want to look at, and they'll show you every shot from that hole. Well, I'm trying to keep up with him, and it shows that he made a birdie on 10. And so I'm like, okay, he hit here. He's making birdie from down there. There's no way. And I watched the shot go up, and I watched it curl around. And, man, that was a great shot. And that wasn't even his best shot of the day, was it?
That tee shot.
That 16.
Man.
Yeah, tee shot on 16. Then he made birdie on the par 3. That almost went in. And then he had the eagle that he gets the crystal for on Thursday. I mean, you talk about your first Masters. He's got all these memories already that he can talk about.
On 2 days, yeah.
He gets to go to Butler Cabin with Scott Van Pelt to talk about his round, and that's had to be a thrill.
The last year for him is real. You know, he had some times where he was really showing out, and then it kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
And this past, I don't know, last year he's really starting to come into his own. I think he's playing with confidence. So
no doubt. And Bailey, you put up the video, which your Twitter will probably be shut down in the next 2 hours.
I'm sure.
But a great chat with Scott Van Pelt where he brings up Greenville and the purple and gold, and Harold talked about his family. And Harold, he wears that ECU proudly on his chest, no matter where he is.
The funny part about that interview is that Scott Van Pelt made it sound like any of us just wanted to pack up and head to Augusta. We could.
Hey, Greenville's pretty close in there. Yeah.
It's pretty close. Plus, how are you going to get a ticket? I mean, you know, I've been trying to get a ticket for the Masters, even for the days leading up to the Masters.
Have you ever been?
No, never been. It's on my bucket list to go. And I really thought with Harold, you know, we had a connection there, but the Masters is so, you know, particular about who can go and who can't as far as the media goes. And really, you know, he didn't know he was going to be able to go until the last minute. Now, if he does really, really well and we know he's going to be there next year, maybe there's a chance, you know, to do it that way.
Good stuff. Bailey, a huge weekend on tap. Go ahead and say it. What's the event for ECU football called?
The Great Pirate Purple Gold Pigskin Pig Out Party. And the spring game starts at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Something about you saying that fires me up for some football.
It's fun.
Now, once you get out there and you see Holden on the sideline and Rajay and Keaton on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, what am I watching here? Well, you're watching, hopefully, Pirates of the Future, right?
It's always fun to go out there. It's kind of relaxed, and you kind of go out, and hopefully you'll see Holton play a series or two. I thought one of the great sound bites, and you guys probably played it earlier in the week. It was from Saturday, and I asked him the question about, what do you like about the pig out? And he went right down memory lane and said, man, I remember as a kid that was the thing to do, and we all come out, the family, and walk around and see everybody, see the players, see the pirate, and watch a little football. That was what you did in Eastern North Carolina, which I thought, I can remember walking around the same grounds he's talking about and seeing him as a toddler walking around.
Yeah, I remember when we were at Cox or Conley, Tony, and going out on that Friday night and bands were playing, and rides and all that stuff. So good times for sure, and hopefully we can mix in some baseball wins this weekend.
I hope so, man. That was tough the other night. My alma mater.
Oh, yeah. Pirates. The Fighting Baileys.
Yeah. There's not one person at Old Dominion with 23,000 strong that knows that I went to school there. But I did graduate from Old Dominion. But that was tough because the guys, it looked like one of those games the Pirates are going to win. Yeah. I mean, they did a lot of good things in that game. But that ninth inning was tough.
All right. I know you got to run. So thanks for hanging out with us.
Enjoyed it, man. You guys take care. Have a good sports weekend coming up this weekend. It's going to be fun.
A lot going on, no doubt. And we will check you out on WNCT Channel 9 at Brian Bailey be live. Tony Dunn here in studio. Tony, I saw I don't know if we've talked about this too much with you. What's going on with
Rock Hill?
Tepper, Rock Hill, Panthers.
I was going to bring this up when you were asking Bailey about leaving, like quitting a fan base, like quitting a team. So now in this case, what he established this big super sports complex in Rock Hill, this practice facility that they're going to build, but it's going to be a year-round type place where it's like a campus, and they're going to have all types of events there as well. So it's not
events like concerts and
I think like other sporting events too. Like I think it's supposed to just be some big state-of-the-art facility, and he struck this deal with Rock Hill where they promised him a bunch of things to do it in this location, right? So like utility work and, getting the land prepared and maybe roads and paving. And they missed their payments, and they didn't make their payments. And it comes down to this is like the city council is like all new now. Those weren't the ones
they didn't agree to it.
Yeah, and so they're trying to hardball Tepper and not say, well, we can't do it. We're not doing this. And Tepper and them have been kind of feuding over this for the last 6 months. And then now Tepper just said, well, you know what? We're not going to build. Like, we're stopping construction until you guys meet your end of the bargain. And now some state senators are trying to get in, and they're trying to paint Tepper out to be like that, the greedy owner, billionaire who's trying to fleece a town in a pandemic-stricken tax.
A slow, sleepy country town is being taken advantage of by the mean billionaire.
Right, and so it turns out they're the ones that are in the wrong. Right, but it does bring about the question marks of how much obligation the taxpayer has to these big NFL teams, and they always play this as like, hey, we're gonna, we bring in all this revenue, you owe us, you should be thanking us for being here. Well, really, the conversation has moved to this is like, what if Tepper does this to Charlotte with his desire for a new stadium
and says
plays super hard, is that he's willing right now? He's absent from talking to the fans after 2 years of the Matt Rule stuff. Matt, all of a sudden the guy that everybody was dancing on the field, and it just seemed like Tepper was going to be this cool owner. Now people are like, oh, is he Jerry Jones? Is he? The state senator said he came in promising.
Oh,
Jerry
what a line!
World,
What a line!
Said, but we got Dan Snyder.
That's what people think of you, Dan Snyder. Yeah. In this article, who was quoted saying that?
It's just the South Carolina state senator
said, we're promised Jerry Jones, and he turns out to be Dan Snyder.
Yeah. Yikes. So one of the things we kind of just talked about on the podcast this past week is what happens if Tepper did move the Panthers,
the Oklahoma City Panthers.
Right. Is like, would you still be a fan? And I've decided no.
Yeah.
Like if the Carolina Panthers move to Austin, Texas, I'm gonna either pick a new team or just abandon football. I mean, we would end up being those football fans that just cheer for players.
Well, you could play fantasy.
Yeah, that would be it. But we wouldn't have a team like the podcast. I wouldn't do the podcast.
Now, how much does that have to do with the entirety of the whole thing, and how much does that have to do with Cam, Kuechly, Rivera, your Panthers being gone?
Yeah, I just think this.
Do you think you would have stuck with them? I mean, it's a hypothetical.
I don't think I could stick with my team in
being Carolina
in a move. Unless for some reason, I can't imagine a world where moving the team would be the victim. I feel like the fan base would be the victim.
Sure.
I just can't imagine there a pretense where I should be a fan of a team that used to be in my state that now is moved.
Yeah, they have spit in your face, and you're still rooting for them and buying their gear. Yeah, I get that. And again, this is a major hypothetical.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen. And it seems illogical, but it just kind of was a fun conversation to be, what would this do for you? And and everybody who was in the chat and who was calling into the show said we just have to cheer for players then. We would just be Randy Moss fans or something to that effect.
Redbeard sent me a link. The Buffalo Bills are reportedly about to receive $1 billion in public funding for a new stadium. The owners are worth more than $6 billion. No U.S. city has ever spent $1 billion on building a new stadium. Is it worth it? It's an article, and I guess Redbeard is saying Charlotte is next to be shaken down.
It's true. It is a shakedown because there have been, for every study that David Tepper is going to quote about how much revenue it brings the state of Charlotte, there's also other studies that show that you never get that revenue back either.
Right. Yeah. Who wants a new stadium?
He does.
What about you? What about the fan?
I just think it's
a nice, quaint. I think it's a nice stadium.
I don't know what the need for something new is. Now they do say it's now it's one of the older stadiums.
I know, but it doesn't look it to me.
And it's not that old. I mean, if you think about it. So I just find it wild that it's such a need. You know, they did a bunch
Is
of
it a
renovations.
location thing?
No, they want to keep it. They want to have a retractable dome. They want to have it
They
so
want to
that
do like
they can,
Super Bowl and all kinds of stuff.
because they can't have the Super Bowl there.
Yeah.
And some things like that. And, you know, that's why Tepper put the AstroTurf in, or whatever, artificial turf. It's not, but so that they could do like concerts and the soccer team. Imagine that is like, and then other people were trying to say, oh, he won't move the team because of this. He's got the soccer team too. It's like, don't worry, that's not going to be the thing that keeps him in Charlotte.
That man can build a new soccer team tomorrow if he wanted to in a different location.
I don't know, as I just don't understand like what's so bad. What's the need for?
Yeah, I don't get it either. I get that it is old in terms of years, but as far as the look of it, I still think it's nice.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. So. And then on top of that is like the backgrounds, like of the like it being in the city is important. So I mean, they do cite things like parking is a challenge and stuff like this but there's something nice about going to the game and then being able to like walk into downtown or uptown Charlotte and go eat, and like, man, it is like cool to be right in the city too. Yeah. And that, you know, you get the skyscrapers in the background. So
I love the setup where the Hornets play, and it's like right across the street from the epicenter and the light rail, and it's they got it figured out. It seems like.
It's interesting for me is how Tepper in just 2 years has gone from like the savior of a franchise with a demon old man owner with Jeans Fridays to now like people are like, man, Jerry Richardson wasn't that bad.
I miss Grandpa. Bring him back. That's what happens, and it really comes down to winning and losing.
Yep,
that's pretty much it. All right, let's take a break. Shirley, your Red Sox have struck for a run in the 10th inning. They lead the Yankees 5-4 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. We'll have a conversation. I got a conversation that I want to bring up when we return. More with Tony Dunn, CountyCatChronicles.com after this.
Here today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. Dr. Jones, a lot of exciting new things going on.
Yes, so you may have seen our new facility, but we also have a private courtyard. There's an outdoor private area where we have artificial turf where it's fenced in, and we're going to be having our sunset yoga classes there. Those classes allow you to develop increased flexibility, more energy, and get better sleep. So come on and check those classes out today. Come by and see us, Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, Arlington Boulevard, or check us out online at kptonline.com.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
The Wood Ducks are back. Opening day is right around the corner on April 12th. First pitch is at 7 p.m. with the gates opening at 6 p.m. The Dudes are kicking it off with fireworks sponsored by WNCT Channel 9 and a magnet schedule giveaway presented by Bojangles. The Woodies have games Tuesday through Saturday, so be sure to get your tickets now by calling the box office or going online to woodducksbaseball.com. You do not want to miss out. See you all for opening week kicking off on April 12th. Go Woodies!
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
For dine-in or to-go, Familia is your favorite place for great Italian food and more. Familia has just launched a new menu featuring new pizzas like the Sweet and Spicy and the Southwest Chicken. Every Sunday, you can feed the whole family with a buy one, get the second pizza half-price special all day. If you need to unwind after work during the week, stop by Wednesday for half-price wine, and Thursdays, all drafts are only $2. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part. And if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
From our floor to your door, Bostic Sugg Furniture has what you need in stock, so you can get your furniture now, not later. Save store-wide, plus get special financing on our huge selection of beautiful furniture from Lazy Boy, Bassett & Rowe. Better sleep starts now on the Arctic Mattress by Serta on a Power Motion base with 48-month special financing and no money down, plus our exclusive 10-year Power Base warranty. From our floor to your door, create something beautiful at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Pirate Radio.
You know, I think this is a pretty blue-collar, tough, hard-nosed fan base, and that's where our teams are going to be.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Sports love tinkering with their overtime rules. We're seeing it in the NFL. We're witnessing it currently in Major League Baseball. NBA, of course, you just play 5 minutes, but I don't know. There's been some talk about maybe going to that Elam ending that we see in, is it the basketball tournament that does it, where you get a set score you're trying to hit rather than a time, and the games end when you get to that score. So, I don't know. People seem to like that. Takes away from fouling at the end of games and things like that. So, but CJ, we were having a discussion about the length of these baseball games and how they take forever. And you get to go cover 3 this weekend. Enjoy that.
Invigorating.
How do we feel about the runner at second base to start the 10th inning in Major League Baseball? We want the games to be shorter, but we don't like that. We're being hypocritical. We're being babies. How do you feel about it?
I would want to see, I guess, some data that shows how much it shortens extra inning games and how often it shorts extra inning games. Because if it's a significant impact, sure, let's keep it. Otherwise, I mean, let's just play traditional.
Well, the Red Sox had a runner on second that was put out there before the 10th inning began. Bloop single, he scores, so the Red Sox lead at 5-4. Now the Yankees have first and second, nobody out, as they bat in the 10th inning, down 1 run.
Give them 6 strikes.
In extra innings?
Yeah, like to get a batter out. Give them some more pitches.
That's a method.
Do you still get 4 balls?
Yeah, like that stays the same, but more strike. Like you get more strikes.
I feel like how radical can we get with this thing? So yeah, we've seen in my lifetime. CJ, you probably weren't even watching college football when there were ties, were you?
Nope.
You've only known overtime. There used to be some straight up ties in college football.
You could like move the mound back.
Retractable mounds in just trying to get an extra run in.
Gosh, yeah.
Put the bases freaking loaded and let's see who can really pile on some runs.
I think what baseball has to just say is that this is the way it is. Like, it's unfortunate about it, but it's just like, this is baseball, folks. And it's not as, this is a sport that was meant to be watched via the box score. You know, like when baseball, you know, it's like you get up in the morning, you check the box score, you watched a 4-hour or 3-hour game in 30 seconds as you just went, oh, who's this guy, Schwindel? who went, like I just watched.
Tony was just looking at the Cubs box score and was like, okay, I recognize 3 of these names. Who are the rest of them?
Like Jason Hayward went 2 for 4. And we won.
You kind of bring up something, though. Baseball is not football or basketball, and maybe they shouldn't try to be. Maybe they should be who they are, which is the old, boring-ass game of baseball.
I mean, it's just a reality to it. You can only make something so exciting. I mean, and I go through this in academics. So we have these people that are like, well, kids today, they don't have the attention span to anything beyond 2 minutes. They're going to tune out. And I was like, so they're like, really try to make these videos 2 minutes. So I was like, yeah, let's teach the Constitution in 2 minutes. I'll teach you how to spell it. But I mean, at sometimes like things just take time.
Yeah. There's certain aspects of the game that don't feel like it hinders the game, like the 3-batter rule for a pitcher. I don't feel like that hinders the game, and that makes you, I guess, be a little bit more wise on the pitchers that you choose to put out there. You can't just put one guy out there because he has an advantage over this one batter and change him out. That's a problem.
Right. That's it. That is problematic. They're like slow. They're tinkering so much. At some point, we just want you to play, and you can't always have the best matchup. Imagine if you just brought one guy in for like one pitch.
Right. Now, unfortunately, some of the
see
problems,
that in the college game, Tony.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some of the problems that stem from baseball are out of baseball's control per se, like all the commercials that we see during games. Now that goes across all sports, but it hurts baseball the most because it's long enough as it is. But for example, when you're looking at the ALCS and NLCS, there's 2 games in a day. They have 4-hour windows. If you start the ALCS at 4 o'clock, NLCS starts at 8 o'clock because you don't know if you're going to be able to finish that game in time. That's crazy to say that you have to if you're going to watch both games, if you're a baseball fan, you're going to have to give yourself 8 hours, a whole work day, to watch 2 baseball games.
Well, maybe Tony's right. Maybe it's not designed to watch every pitch of every game.
It's not. In fact, it's a great sport to watch, like when you do other things. Like it is
casual viewing.
Yeah, I can watch a movie and watch a baseball game. Like I'll flip over and then I'll just watch situationally. Oh, there's a runner on. There's 2 strikes. Like, hey, let me pull it, and then I'll change it and come back and change it and come back. I think they could, but they do have to do some things like where baseball and like the players and the coaches or the managers, should I say, intentionally slow the game down like crazy. So like, man, you can't step out of the box every 2 seconds. Like, come on, you know, and to the point is it ruins the rhythm for the game. Like, look at what happened with ECU where they got called timeout and the dude hit a home run. You know what I mean? It's like, at some point, just throw the dang ball.
Yeah. No, you're right. I agree 100%.
Red Sox made a pitching change and are trying to get out and trying to win this game. Trying to do 2 things: win the game and get out of this inning without losing the game, because they lead by 1 in the bottom of the 10th, 5-4. Yankees have the bases loaded with 1 man out.
They only had 6 strikes.
Yeah,
I think I'm onto something with this.
You always think you're onto something.
I know.
What is it? Jockey goalies.
Now that one is real, bro.
To increase scoring. Have you heard that one, CJ?
No, I haven't.
I have a 3-part plan to solve soccer's problem.
Oh, great.
Yeah, number 1. All right, the problem with soccer.
CJ's a soccer fan, by the way.
Oh, you are?
So let's see if he likes this or not.
So hockey went through this problem in the 90s with the New Jersey Devils when they games just were the trap defense. So the goalies' pads got so giant. So it was a scoring problem. So they did some things to actively promote scoring. So I think you could do some cool things, like maybe design some places like a 3-point line. Is like if for some reason you made it from this part of the field, you get 2 points. You get 2 goals. Or every few minutes, like it randomly, the ball flashes, and if you make a flashing ball, it's worth more, kind of like the NBA 3-point contest. But the real one is the problem is this goal. For some reason, this goal is the size of a school bus, and they still can't get it in. And part of the problem is the greatest athlete on the field is always the goalie. They put the giant dude who can cover the most, right? So I think we just have to take that sign from a roller coaster that says you can only be
you must be
this tall, but you reverse it and you say you can't be taller than this to be a goalie. So jockey goalies.
You got these little goalies in there diving at balls,
and
kick
it high.
It could get you like 0.2 more
And them
goals a game.
and them jockeys are tiny, man. They
Yeah.
are little fellas.
What do you
Now,
think?
I
CJ?
don't know if one or both of you will know what I'm referencing, but you said little people in goal, and I immediately thought Hornswoggle diving for a ball.
I don't know who that is.
I certainly know who Hornswoggle is.
Little-
He was a little person wrestler for many years.
Oh wow!
That's I heard little people, and that's
There
just
you
what I
go.
thought of.
See, it would work.
That'd be funny.
A 4'5" maximum size in net.
Like it would have been like Tony junior year. Like I would have always had to be the goalie because I didn't grow at all.
Tony
I was so
growth
short
spurt.
for a long time.
Now, speaking of sports that are popular in the rest of the world, does anybody here know how cricket works?
No, but don't they get to run?
I
like
have
it's
tried, but cricket games run extremely long, like
Yeah,
over
they-
days.
They go days.
Days?
Yeah, they like go away and they come back the next day, and it's the same game.
Why are they doing the thing? Like they're not having the same problems that baseball's having.
I guess
They're
nobody
like,
cares.
Man,
I
we
don't
just
know.
like keep this alive,
No,
stream it.
the pace of the game seems to be faster, but I don't understand. Like I've tried to, like I have physically sat down and watched a game to try to understand the rules of the game, and I still can't figure
Is
it
this
out.
kind of like if baseball didn't have a fence and you just hit it and you get to run and score as many runs as you can?
Can they
before-
hit it backwards too or something?
Yes, you can hit it backwards.
Yeah.
I feel like they get to run and score and then keep doing it, and so it's like I got 12 runs on that one hit.
It's like I'm not real clear on it, but it is a very, very popular game apparently.
I Googled how long do cricket games last. It says in Test cricket, the play usually lasts for about 7 hours and 30 minutes each day, and the matches are played over 5 days.
Holy cow.
The play may be extended for an additional half an hour on a particular day.
I mean, that really is just a series at that point. It's not a game. It's just like
Yeah,
they
but what
played
if you're
a
down like
5-day series?
What if you're 30-0 after 1 day? Or 60-0 after 2 days? You still got to go out there for 3 more days.
I would laugh at that, but I don't even know if that's a big deficit.
Can you Google what a common score in cricket cricket is? Like I don't even know how. Are they called runs? Are they called points?
189.
That's a 9.
189/9 to 190/4.
What does that mean?
I
That
don't
sounds
know,
like when you go
guys.
to when you roll
Kids
past
these
the
days
X.
don't know how to do fractions.
That sounds like when you roll past the X on down the street and it says 350.9 or like the 910.
Yeah, you're like, oh, so you mean I just round up?
Yeah.
Live cricket scores
278.5. Man, I feel like South Africa really beat down Bangladesh. I don't know if that's the case, but
Namibia 128/2 to 127/5. That was a good game.
Namibia?
I thought it was
Yeah.
Namibia.
Namibia.
Yeah, I don't get this at all.
We got to do some research.
Yeah.
Do we?
It's kind of
Actually, you know what? Let's just talk about cricket next week for the whole hour at the 4 o'clock hour without knowing anything about it.
We'll update
like we
scores.
just did now.
Oh, by the way, when does the USFL begin?
Oh, that's
Oh, and are we going to pick teams?
Right.
Are we going to get into it? Are we going to? And before we do, we have to play the song one more time. Like we are going to play that one day, one more. It would give us a reason to play the greatest.
We'll do that next week. So the games start next week.
What? Really?
Next Saturday. So next Friday on the show, we need to pick our teams.
Can we read the teams off real quick so I can start forming some opinions?
Sure. The New Jersey General. I'll read the schedule next week. How about that?
Oh, okay.
All right. Next Saturday night, 7:30 on Fox, NBC, and Peacock. This game
Wow.
will be on every channel.
Nice.
New Jersey Generals at Birmingham Stallions.
Man, I feel like we've already had a Birmingham team. Some people were cheering for the Iron. Wasn't the Birmingham Iron?
It was. Good memory, Tony. New Jersey Generals, the team for Garrett McGinn, former Pirate. Birmingham Stallions are the team coached by former ECU coach Skip Holtz.
We should just start betting on these each week, too.
That's not legal in this state.
You say that as if I'm not going to or haven't already planned to.
Okay.
Of course I am.
Of course. Why else would I watch it?
Next Sunday at noon on NBC, Houston Gamblers at Michigan Panthers.
Well, I think we already know. Yeah, I think we already know which team Clip likes.
Well, Michigan Panthers, the team for Warren Saban, former Pirate. Right. So I'm a Michigan man. Coming up on next Sunday at 4 o'clock on USA Network, Philadelphia Stars versus the New Orleans Breakers.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I have no interest in the Generals, the Stallions, or the Stars or the Panthers. I like these new leagues.
Gamblers and Breakers.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's like a better name.
Tampa Bay Bandits play the Pittsburgh Maulers. This is 8 o'clock on a Sunday night on FS1. CJ, are you going to give your loyalty to Pittsburgh?
You have to.
And they got
a great name.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Are they going with the black and gold color scheme or something different?
I hope so.
I'm right now, I might have to be a gambler.
That's a cool
I'm a gambler, man.
Wow, the Pittsburgh finally has a team that's not black and gold.
Ooh.
They
look like the Denver Broncos.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to say Florida Gators, but the blue, it's
pull up the Gamblers uniform.
All right.
Like I hope it's like a card, like an
ace.
Yeah. Ugh.
So it looks like they got black
I really
and
missed
red.
that mark on that one.
Kind of Texas Tech. Yeah, they're ugly.
And I might be a Breakers fan.
I don't like the gray pants. Who are the Breakers? That was New Orleans.
Was it? Breakers.
All right, yep. So let's look at their.
Can I cheer for a team in New Orleans? That also makes me feel.
Ooh,
good.
they got blue. They got different shades of blue going.
Yeah, that's actually all right. Look,
all right.
I kind of like them, except for I don't feel like anybody surfs in New Orleans, and it feels like a real surfing logo.
And the waves are usually the enemy.
Yeah,
in New Orleans. All right. So
it should
Tony,
be like the New Orleans levee.
How about this? We pick teams, we follow it, but we don't fall in love like we did with the AAF.
Oh no! In fact, we hate them. We should have some angst, like they have to win us over.
We hate watch the USFL.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. We'll do that. Tony, anything you got going on we need to know about?
Well, I do want to encourage everybody that is a Panthers fan or even an NFL fan, the Thursday night of the NFL draft, which I guess it's just like end of April. I don't even know when it is.
Let's see. The 28th? 1, 2, 3. We are less than 3 weeks away.
We do a live watch draft party. We have a big draft party. We're going to have a bunch of guests come on, and this year we're going to start an hour before the draft and do a lot of the coverage before the draft, so then we're not trying to bring in all the guests as the picks are coming in and some things like that. And sometimes we get caught up talking about a pick, and then now new picks are coming out. So an hour before the draft starts, we'll be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and it's a great time, man. We've done this now since Kelvin Benjamin was drafted, and that would have been the 2014 draft. And we kind of started the live watch thing when nobody was doing it.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. It's a little tradition that we have, and we pick at 6, so we at least get to pick early. It's better than when we pick at 28. And thankfully, the Panthers don't have a lot of picks on day 2 and 3, so we don't even have to think about watching any of that crap.
Well, this will be a fun one for you guys because, again, you got that 6th pick, and it's going to come pretty quickly. The draft takes forever, but you're going to know if you're going to be happy or sad very early
and if it's not an offensive lineman or quarterback, we're all going to be very sad.
Okay, that'll be fun. Chad says he is taking the Michigan Panthers as his team. You know why, Tony? They are coached by Jeff Fisher, and he's expecting a 500 record.
I do not doubt it. I think if anything more or less than that would be disappointing.
All right, enjoyed it, Tony.
All right, man.
We will see you next week. We will take a timeout, come back, and have more for you. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to Morgan Ahlers. We got a giveaway. Mark Greenhelge, Golf Shop Radio Show, joins us to talk Masters as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Pirate Fest, presented by Subdogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery. This free event includes 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us on Friday, April 8th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. featuring music from DJ Tay James. Then on Saturday, April 9th for a full day of activities from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., including a concert on the Town Common from Grammy-nominated recording country artist Eric Pasley. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
The celebration is on. Save the date for Saturday, May 14th as the town of Farmville celebrates 150 years with a black tie gala from 7 to 11 p.m. Music will be provided by the Raheem Walker Project and dinner will be served. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce, and to purchase tickets, call 753-4671. Save the date and enjoy a night out on the town at the Farmville Black Tie Gala Saturday, May 14th.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
In Greenville, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on, like the one who mowed your lawn that week you were sick. Well, here's another good neighbor you can count on, State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer. Timothy and his team are here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance, which can save you money and time. So combine home and auto and start the savings rolling. Call State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer at 493-0002 and start saving today.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. It is Free Beer Friday, so we have a 15-pack of aluminum bottle Busch Latte Busch. You can look for them at your favorite retailer today. But we will have one lucky winner coming up later on this hour. Also, we'll throw in a large 2-topping pizza from Domino's. Right now, we will head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Morgan Ahlers, voice of Dowdy Ficklen Stadium, Minges Coliseum, and you've heard him at Clark LeClaire Stadium as well. Morgan, how you doing today, sir?
I am doing great, Clipper. I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you, Morgan. Last weekend, I noticed that Peacock had added the newest season of Yellowstone, so I was able to watch it between Final Four Saturday and Championship Monday. So I'm all caught up, Morgan, on Yellowstone from last season.
About time. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it took me a little while. It was it's fun. It's a country cowboy soap opera basically, and a lot of drama, a lot of fighting, a lot of cursing, and I'm still enjoying it. Costner's great, man.
It's the Sopranos set in Montana.
Yeah, and that's a great way to put it. And it's going to keep rolling on. And they've got one spinoff that's already out. Have you watched that one, Morgan?
1883, yes, I have.
Is that good?
It is. It's different.
Okay.
I'll tell you why it's different, because Taylor Sheridan, who is the director, I actually watched some interviews with him, and he wanted to make 1883 different. It's the great-great-grandfather of John Dutton, who's the Kevin Costner. I think it's the great-great-grandfather. It might be great-great-grandfather. He's a relative. He's the guy that got to Montana. And about their story and how they made out there. But he wanted to do it more like a movie story versus an episodic regular TV show. And then they did it like that. You know, they did a perspective from his grandfather's or great-great-grandfather's daughter. And it was a really neat show. It was very good. Yeah, you need to watch it.
So they've got that. I've also read that they're going to have a show called 1932, and also the
4 Sixes.
Yeah, the 4 Sixes, which I guess that's going to tell the story of continue the story of Jimmy, who went to Texas to work at the 4 Sixes and become a cowboy. So.
And that's one of the, if you've seen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's the Ford has a truck called the King Ranch, and that is what that truck is based off of.
And that is that a real? So I read that Sheridan bought the entire ranch. Is that what it was really called, Morgan? The 4 Sixes or whatever? Is that a real thing?
4 Sixes is what it was called. Yes. Yeah. And if you watch. If you remember when Jimmy first went to the 4 Sixes, he was talking to
that old man,
cowboys, 2 old cowboys, in the barn. The older cowboy that he was talking to was a legit, like, king of the cowboys in Texas.
And was telling old stories and probably telling real stories, I would imagine.
He was, from what I understand. He's like, there's God, Jesus, and that guy in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pretty, it's legit where he was, because I had to Google it. I Googled it up, and that's who he was. But, yeah, it's a really cool story. And, there's a lot of tales that can be told. One thing I like, I mentioned 1883, and Taylor Sheridan, and he did this with Yellowstone. He's very much, because he grew up on a ranch. You watch him in Yellowstone, he rides and he does shows. He grew up doing rodeo and working on a ranch, and got into Hollywood with acting and writing. But he wanted to make sure that the Indian story, the Native American story, was true, and you can really see that in 1883. So it's really good. Highly recommend it.
Good stuff. He's created his own universe with these programs. So now, how much WrestleMania did you watch over the weekend, Morgan?
Watched pretty much all of it. Watched Saturday night, was flipping back and forth between the games, and then Sunday watched went over to Peyton's house, and boys were over there, and we watched some WrestleMania, and it was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I had low expectations, and from what I watched, it exceeded them, and most of that was nostalgia with Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was great. I could not believe, Morgan, that he went out there and not just wrestled a match, but like a 20-minute match. It was crazy.
Yeah, he went out there and got, suplexed onto a concrete floor, and from what I read some articles saying that was some of the best times that he had, and he made the comment that why Jerry Lawler's in his 70s and he still wrestles, and because he loves doing it. He didn't realize how much he missed it, and it was one of those deals that it was fun to watch. And he came out there Sunday night. I don't know if you probably, if you didn't watch it, you probably seen the highlights. Gave one of the ugliest wrestling moves in the history of wrestling when the stunner to Mr. McMahon.
Which is a shame because Pat McAfee, Byron Saxton, and Austin Theory took beautiful stunners. Great stunners. And then McMahon took the worst one of all time.
Well, I think he just lost his footing and he went down. I mean, he's 74, 75 years old. He's out there doing that. And what tickled me about the whole thing, as soon as it happened, Stone Cold Steve Austin just started laughing.
Oh, yeah.
He was belly laughing about it, and it is what it is. And McMahon was laying there like he's half dead. So, but it was fun. It was fun. It was a good show.
Morgan Ahlers joining us. Morgan Ahlers will be at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. Are you doing PA for the spring game, Morgan?
Kind of.
Okay.
They're working off when I was talking with Eric Ward yesterday or day before yesterday. He was telling me that we're actually going to be on the club level side somewhere. There's speakers set up because the PA and the scoreboard are getting renovated. We're in the process of, and they had to rewire everything, so nothing's really working up there right now. So we'll have some PA, and I don't know exactly what I will be saying or how I will be saying it.
Okay.
But I'll be there. You'll hear something.
All right. You'll hear some sounds.
It'll be on the club level side, on the Town Bank Tower side, from what I'm understanding.
We talked to Holton on Monday. It's been great to chat with him during the spring process, and we'll have one more chat with him to wrap it up coming up next Monday after the spring game. But sounds like he's going to obviously get limited work, Morgan, and that's just a good sign, a sign of depth, and Mike Houston's going to have a lot of backups in. We got the format for the game, so they're going to have 4 quarters. They're going to be 15 minutes, but running clock, it sounds like this thing's going to go pretty quick, and just an opportunity to get some Pirate fans together, have a fun time on a Saturday, and watch a little football. It's not going to look like it will in the fall, but it's still football.
Yeah, I think, and that's what you want to do at this point. I think they had one practice today, and then they go tomorrow. You want to go out there, you get a little bit of work in, but get out of it healthy more than anything else. And from what I'm understanding, I think it's been a very, very good spring. A lot of positives really coming out of it. Offensive line is looking good. There's still a few additions to come in with the offensive line, and receivers stepping up. And I saw some video today. ECU football put out. I think Jari Patterson caught a touchdown pass from Holt, so that was a pretty ball. And he said he's had a good time and really excited about wrapping the spring up, getting into summer workouts, and kicking things off again in August and getting ready for a really hopefully fun season for ECU football, ECU fans. We've been clamoring for it for years. On the verge of a bowl game last year, literally on the verge, and Boston College wimped out. And it's funny, Clip, how, and I'm just going to go, so I'll say this now, and I know and let me preface saying this, I know people have been sick and have passed away because of the COVID stuff, but you didn't have any games during the regular season get postponed. But as soon as it got to bowl season, a lot of games got postponed until you got to the big 6 or 7 games. None of those games got postponed.
I guess it was a convenient excuse.
In January.
Yeah. A convenient excuse not to participate, not to play. I don't know.
I just find that really weird. You haven't had any games postponed since then.
Well, you knew those championship, those college football playoff games were going to be played. They were going to find a way.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, kind of like the previous year when Nick Saban tested positive and then tested 3 more times and tested out of it so he could coach.
He tested out of it. He tested positive on Tuesday at 12, and by Wednesday morning at 6, he was okay.
He was the healthiest man in the world.
Yeah, he is.
Morgan Ahlers joining us. Morgan, no more hoops. What's going on in your sports world? What are you following these days?
Right now, I'm sitting here watching the Masters. I love the Masters. I love watching the U.S. Open. I really love watching the British Open or the Open.
The Open.
It's a fun golf. I used to play a lot of golf. Don't play as much anymore. I'm going to start picking up a little bit. But ready for some baseball. You know, the good thing about were you working any of the games that lasted like 7 hours the last time? Like the other night, were you working that game?
Nah, I'm Saturday, Sunday. I've been through some long ones, but nothing. Scooters had to do back-to-back, 4+ hour games?
Oh, I love baseball. Love watching it, love playing it. But, and you know this, announcing it sometimes can seem like the longest day ever.
Yeah, I'm with you. It makes me dislike it a little bit, to be honest with you, Morgan, when it is dragging.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I love the Pirates. And, you know, I really think we'll start getting things turned around here and, you know, playing well. But, man, you're announcing because there's so long between announcements.
Yeah.
It's not like basketball or football when you're doing it. You know, there's always something going on and it's rapid pace. But, yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't know who was doing it the other night, but I was thinking about him. I was, man.
Keep Brian Hanks in your thoughts, and I guess myself this weekend when I'll be out there for Wichita State. Need to get some W's, Morgan. If you're going to play a game that long, you better win it. And unfortunately, the Pirates let ODU get back in it the other night.
Yeah, that was a tough one, man. That was tough to. I was actually following it online. I was working and was following it online, and I was like, man, this is not good. And they went ahead. I said, it's really not good now. Because it's just like, you know, it's like anything in football for a few years. It's like, okay, here we got a little momentum, and here we go again. And these guys just got to start believing in themselves because they're good baseball players. They were recruited, brought here for a reason. You know, it seems like there's little things that they're just not clicking on all cylinders. But I think Cliff will get that team rolling, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
Morgan, what you got planned for the weekend? You got football tomorrow. What else is going on?
Football tomorrow, and I'm enjoying this weekend. And I've got, next weekend I've got one gig, and then it starts rolling.
About to be wedding season, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. It's from basically next weekend through the end of June, partially into July. It's pretty much wedding season.
Yeah.
It's not wabbit season, it's wedding season.
Wedding season. All right, Moore. Well, have a great weekend. We'll hear your voice coming up at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium on Saturday, and we'll talk to you again soon, man.
Look forward to it, Clipper. You have a great weekend, and you have a great call on the PA Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, sir. Will do. Planning on it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Morgan Ahlers, for joining us to kick off Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a time out. We will come back when we return. We'll talk more Masters. Harold Varner III, 2 shots back of the lead, tied for 5th as they continue play in round 2. He is done for the day and ready to go for the weekend, extending his stay in Augusta for a couple more days. We'll talk about it with Mark Greenhill's Golf Shop Radio Show when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Also have a giveaway for you. It is Free Beer Friday. We've got some Busch Latte and Domino's Pizza to give to you. We'll do that when we return after this.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly, because grilled to order makes a sub above. At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh, because slice to order makes a sub above.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Fest, presented by Subdogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery. This free event includes 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us on Friday, April 8th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. featuring music from DJ Tay James. Then on Saturday, April 9th for a full day of activities from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., including a concert on the Town Common from Grammy-nominated recording country artist Eric Pasley. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner. Be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 54,000 followers today. And Clip, as we head back into the show, I do have a Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update brought to you by The Buck.
The Buck.
Thank you. ECU softball underway, and they are currently in the bottom of the second inning. And I was just about to say no score. And did she make the catch, or is it gone? It is gone. So Houston, thanks to a 2-run home run, has jumped out to a 2-0 lead. This is a very interesting series, not only because it's a conference series, but one Courtney Oliver, former ECU Pirate coach, is on the Houston coaching staff.
Revenge game.
Yep.
Courtney Oliver revenge game.
Yep. She is currently at first base coach at the moment.
Interesting. All right. Good nugget there. Bad score there. While we're talking.
Literally, I was about to say there was no score, and then she hit it out.
Well, here's another one for you, Shirley.
Uh-oh.
Yankees win. Yankees win.
Start spreading the news,
Freaking
Shirley.
Yankees. I hate the Yankees.
6-5 in 11 innings.
Bite me, Yankees.
Bombers beat the Red Sox on their opening day. What? Baseball's so stupid.
I agree.
Yesterday was opening day, and not everybody played. Now, the Yankees, Red Sox were supposed to play. They were postponed. Okay, fine.
Well, like the Orioles.
The Orioles were not scheduled to play yesterday. A lot of teams were not scheduled to play yesterday.
Okay, that's stupid.
It's called opening day. You open the season on opening day.
Everybody plays on opening day.
What do I call today for the Yankees or the Orioles Rays game? Is it opening day? Yesterday was opening day.
I would say
second day
opening series.
I don't like that. I don't like saying that.
Can't say day one.
Day after
either.
tomorrow.
Consolation opening day.
I don't know. I don't have a good name for it.
Day after opening day.
That is it. Day after opening day.
Yes.
Day. The Orioles have tied it up. It is 1-1 in the seventh inning. Dodgers have a 3-2 lead over the Rockies as they play in the fourth. Igos Mariners out to a 2-0 lead over the Twins in the fourth inning. Already winners today. The Tigers came back to beat the White Sox 5-4. And right now,
that was if I'm not mistaken, on a Javi Baez monster home run. Was that a walk-off home run?
Well, Baez hit a RBI single to win the game.
All right. Maybe that was a different one.
There was a game-tying home run in the ninth.
Okay, that might be
Baez.
It wasn't Baez
but
that
it was
hit
another, No.
Okay, I must have.
But Baez had the walk-off.
And speaking of baseball, we've been talking about the Savannah Bananas for a little bit here on the show. Mully even came in earlier this week with the Savannah Bananas shirt on. Savannah Bananas this weekend will be featured on ESPN Plus. So if you want to check them out, you can actually tune in to one of their ball games and see what all the fuss is about. And if you want to see what I think would bring a lot of eyeballs to Major League Baseball's All-Star Game, since it's really it's not fun anymore, because back in the day, American League didn't play, National League.
Interleague is kind of diluted it.
Yeah, it has really, to me, ruined the All-Star Game. I think this would be a great avenue for Major League Baseball to look into. So if you want to see that, they are going to be featured on ESPN Plus coming up this weekend.
The Savannah Bananas.
Bananas.
Good stuff. All right, let's see if we can get up with Greeny, and we'll give an update on what's going on at the Masters. Scotty Scheffler is hot. He is now 4 under and has a 2-shot lead over Harold Varner and a group there at 2 under par. HV3 tied for 5th with Johnson, Lowry, and Matsuyama. Were you going to say something?
No, I was going to ask. Well, yes, I was going to ask how far along is Scheffler?
He is on hole number 12.
Okay.
So time to extend the lead or get back closer to Harold and Charles Schwartzel, who was 3 under, along with Neiman and Sungjae Im. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio live line. Looking forward to listening to the Golf Shop Radio Show coming up on a Saturday morning, 8 to 10, right here on Pirate Radio. Mark Greenhills joins us every Friday to talk golf. Greeny, how you doing on this Masters Friday?
I'm doing good. Clip, how are you doing?
Fantastic. I have been locked in all day yesterday and all day today following ECU's on Harold Varner III, and what a performance he has had. Greeny, it's kind of frustrating because there's been a couple of putts that could have had him at the lead, tied at the lead, but he has done a fantastic job in his first Masters to not only make the cut, but to be up there at the top of the leaderboard. He is 2 under after 2 days in Augusta, and then playing great. Mark, what do you think about it?
Yeah, that's what you got to look for. I mean, he's made some mistakes, but he's made some good birdies, and scoring conditions have been very tough. But 8 birdies, 8 bogeys, an eagle, so a little bit of everything thrown in there. But you gotta, over the weekend is where this is really going to kick in. I mean, he's going to be in probably the second or third to last group tomorrow. We know the weather's not going to be all that great from a temperature perspective, and the key for Harold is going to have to be to come out that. For somebody that in his first Masters, it's going to have to be how does he handle the pressure of that first 9 holes on Saturday afternoon? Because a lot of people don't handle that pressure very well. You get to sit around all day and think about it, and then when your turn finally gets there, I mean, the first hole is not the easiest hole to come out of the box and make par on. So you got to make sure that you handle those first couple holes, get your feet stable underneath you. and continue to go. And again, I think for Harold, the ball striking's been there. It's just going to come down to what happens with the putter for him.
So let's say he's in that second or third last group to tee off on Saturday. Greeny, what's your time estimation on that? What normal time would that be?
Man, that's usually going to be about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. So yeah, it's a late start, and that's the whole thing, is that you get to sit and think about that for a long time on Saturday.
Right now, you've got some golfers climbing up the leaderboard that are playing this afternoon. The talk was, and following it, Greeny, that the winds and the conditions are going to get worse, and golfers who teed off earlier might have an advantage today at Augusta. But we're seeing some scores. I mean, you look at Lowry today and what he's done. Charles Schwartzel, 3 under. So you do have some guys that are putting up some good numbers here late in the afternoon.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that the wind has been a little gusty. It is starting to lay down a little bit right now. Watching Tiger hit his shot here on the 13th, the flag's not moving at all.
Yeah.
So, there is some scoring to be had. Yesterday afternoon, the guys had the same thing, and they had it first thing coming out of the gate this morning. So, I mean, it really comes down to what holes you're playing during some of those gusts. I mean, we saw it early on in Tiger's round. We saw it on the third hole. He hit a shot that he thought was going to be pretty good, and the wind just kind of threw it up in the air and way off to the right, cost him a bogey. And then on the next hole, he thought he hit a pretty decent iron shot on the par 3, and the wind caught it and knocked it way down. So a lot of it has to do with when you catch those gusts. I mean, we saw it last month at the Players' Championship, guys playing on 17 with that unbelievable wind and that system that moved through. I mean, we saw 4 guys hit it in the water in a row, and then lo and behold, Justin Thomas gets up on the tee box, and the wind absolutely lays down. He hits it on the green with no problem. So golfers hate the gusty wind.
Mark Greenhill's joining us. Speaking of Tiger, I just watched that shot. Beautiful shot, as you just watched there. Greeny looks to be in great shape. Do you see him laboring at all? He's trying to make the cut here and is in shape to do it, it appears. But how do you think he holds up? He's got to finish today first, but if he makes it through to Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, the funny thing is, with all the talk about the right leg, we haven't heard a whole lot about the back. And I've seen him almost trying to keep the back a little flexible. So you might think that maybe because of the strain on the leg, that the recovery and the effort to try and put in, 5.5 hours of walking from yesterday, that's the problem, and it's going to start taking its toll on the back a little bit. We all know that when we compensate, for one thing, something else tends to pay the price for that. So when you start to compensate for, maybe your right leg, maybe it's something on the left side, maybe it's causing the back on the left side to tighten up a little bit. So, I mean, there's still some issues and still some things that Tiger has to go through from not just the leg perspective, but the back perspective. So the swing doesn't quite look as on point as it was yesterday. So we'll just have to see if he can kind of tough it out and make the cut.
Mark Greenhill, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. Greeny, I'm looking at the live odds right now, and the favorite is the leader, of course, Scotty Scheffler, at plus 275 to win the tournament, followed by Dustin Johnson, Shane Lowry, Hideki Matsuyama, and others. As you look at the leaderboard as it sits right now, and also the golfers that are in contention right now at the top of the leaderboard, who are some names you're looking at to make a push and close this thing out on Sunday?
Well, Scotty Scheffler being number one, there's a lot of weight that comes with that. I think Tiger is the only one in recent memory that's won the Masters, being number one in the world. So there's a lot of weight there. He's shown that he's kind of been the deadly assassin all the way back to the Ryder Cup, where he basically stared down John Rahm and proceeded to just bury Rahm into the dirt, helping the U.S. squad bury the Europeans in the Ryder Cup.
And Scheffler just hit a lengthy putt there to go to 5 under, so taking a 2-shot lead now.
Yeah, so that's a big deal right there. Dustin Johnson, not really enjoying the driver right now. Him and the driver are not getting along, and that's going to be something that holds him back. From a little further back, you probably want to look at Colin Morikawa. Shot 2 under par today, but was really kind of struggling for like 27 holes or so, and then all of a sudden he birdied at 8 and 9, and then got one in on 16. So look to see if maybe he's got it straightened out. And then Will Zalatoris snuck up on us last year and finished second, and he's kind of in the mix as well. So we'll see how those guys play over the weekend.
Mark Greenhill, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. Greeny, what all do you have planned for Saturday's edition of the program?
I think we'll talk about the Masters. We've got Dr. Bobby Jones IV, the grandson of the great Bobby Jones, always gives us some great stories and some great insight to Augusta National. And then as far as having some boots on the ground, we'll have Rex Hoggard from the Golf Channel and John Boyette from the Aiken Standard, who will both talk to us from the grounds of Augusta National.
Greeny, I know you saw our Pirate Radio Masters Fantasy Draft, and I am not faring that well. DJ, my only hope at this point. But how about you? Who did you have going into this weekend, and how are you doing personally?
Man, my big disappointment is Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
With some of the the injuries that he had, it seemed like they were kind of behind him a little bit. He had started to turn the corner a little bit, it seemed like, and man, he just hit, tee shots were terrible, iron shots were terrible, putting was terrible, missed the cut, and then I also have Webb Simpson as my long shot and John Rahm. So I got some work to do.
All right, well, hey, still some time to make up for it coming up on Saturday and Sunday. Greeny, appreciate your time, man. Have a great show on Saturday, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, have a great weekend, Cliff.
Thank you, man. There is Mark Greenhill, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. And as we were talking there, Scotty Scheffler buries a putt to go to 5 under par. So he is all alone atop at the leaderboard, has a 2-shot lead over the field, and has a now 3-shot lead over Harold Varner III. There are just 3 golfers sitting right now at 3 under par, and then HV3, Dustin Johnson, Neiman, some others sitting right now at 2 under par. Matsuyama as well. All right, Shirley, let's open up the booty bag here on a Friday. Whoa. Oh.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, I don't have to ask you what we're giving away today.
Whoops.
Because it is right here in front of me. Whoops.
Yeah, I screwed up.
A 15-pack of the limited edition Busch Light Latte aluminum bottles. Also a large 2-topping pizza at Domino's. Look for Busch Latte at your favorite retailer today. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. The official beer of the Pirates, Bud Light. We're giving out the Busch Latte today, and it can be yours if you are caller number 12 317-1250. I already hear the phone ringing. Caller 12 is a winner. We're back with more after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Domino's new warm oven-baked dips and twist combos are making a lot of noise in the pizza world.
Holy cow.
That's good. There's cheesy marinara with dippable bread twists.
So cheesy. So tomatoey.
Sweet and cinnamony baked apple dip.
Now that is sweet.
And melty 5-cheese dip.
Hold up. 5 cheeses?
Try our new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizza for $7.99 each when you carry out from Domino's. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit qualityequip.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, congratulations to John Carden of Winterville. Picked up our Free Beer Friday giveaway. Free Beer Friday is brought to you by Bud Light. Every day, especially game day, is better with an ice-cold Bud Light. Pick up some Bud Light today at your favorite retailer. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Charlotte, do you remember on Wednesday, I told you I got a message from someone saying, I'm knocking on the door? I was caller 10 Tuesday, caller 11 Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
That was John.
Was that John?
He was caller 12 today.
Yeah, he was caller 12.
He has
and
been...
by a stroke of luck, because the actual caller 12 didn't answer me.
Oh.
And I had to, I sat there and was like, hello.
Yeah, you got to be ready
there.
to go. Yeah.
Nobody there. So I hung up the line. John was next, and so he walked away with free beer.
Bush latte for John Carden, a.k.a. Silverado, a.k.a. Johnny Car Wash, winning today. Did you see the hole-in-one? Guy hits it and sinks it, Shirley. Did you see that?
Yes.
He sinks it.
Yes, I'm going to give you a ring shot.
Who was the golfer?
Stuart Sink.
Stuart Sink sinks it. I had
Which,
no idea
by the
he
way,
was still playing.
His son was his caddy, and I believe it was his son's birthday today.
There's a birthday gift.
There's a little tidbit for you.
He's been at it for a while, huh? Stuart
yeah,
Sink.
he's been around for a while.
That's the name. Scotty Scheffler leading the Masters right now at 5 under par. He is having a day. And you've got 3 golfers, Lowry, Schwartzel, and Eam at 3 under.
Eam was stupid.
Eam with stupid. And then there's a group at 2 under, including Harold Varner III. And good info from Greeny there. HV3 is going to be like second, third, fourth, last group to play tomorrow, and says that's going to put them in the afternoon window. So you'll probably be able to check out ECU's entire spring game. But Harold will be playing during the ECU baseball game. So, CJ, we're going to have to get the sports bar going inside the press box. You are in the row in front of me, so I need your laptop on one of the angles, and I'll have one up there, and see if you can get your neighbors down there to also set up some TV viewing. So
good stuff. Well, I've got good news for you, Clip. The game's probably going to go 4.5 hours tomorrow just because we'll both be up there. So he will probably start, or this game will probably start and finish in the entirety of his run.
What's the good news?
We won't have to walk
like
away
miss any of it? Okay.
We can probably see it all right there.
All right. I'm looking for good news anywhere I can find it. So
If you consider that good news, I don't know.
I'll take it. That's fine. Whatever. Pirates tonight will throw out the first pitch coming up at 6:30 as East Carolina takes on Wichita State. Spring game coming up on Saturday. You got Pirate Fest and the Purple Gold Pigskin Pig Out going on. You going to eat some barbecue this weekend, CJ?
I might have to. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Oh, I plan to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going down to Pirate Fest with my godson, and then we're going to mill around for a while. And then
Tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right.
And then I'm going to grab a plate on my way to Max R. Joyner Stadium because I'm doing softball at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So
softball in the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update, ECU losing to Houston 2-0 at the moment.
Yeah, although I'm not. It should be 3-0 because there was a ball that was laced down the left field line, and I thought I saw a runner come in and score. Oh, they have just changed it now, so it is 3-0.
Okay.
Because I was just watching them score, and I was like, well, why have they changed the score? And I thought, well, maybe the ball, maybe it wasn't fair, and I thought it was. And but they have just put it up on the board. So it's 3-0 Houston, and they are in the top of the third inning.
Courtney Oliver revenge game, we learned, thanks to Shirley Rhodes, that she is on the staff. And softball coming up on Saturday and Sunday as well. Shirley Rhodes will be there. I'll be out at baseball.
3 o'clock
CJ will be
Saturday,
everywhere.
noon on Sunday.
We'll have our whole crew out for this weekend, so just make sure you are following us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Yeah,
YouTube.
we're gonna do our best to keep up with what's going on with Harold while we are out and about, and of course we'll keep you updated on the spring game.
Tons of pictures, videos.
Yep, we'll have it all.
Yeah.
We may crash our own Twitter at this point.
Yeah, no doubt. Saw already some pictures of folks pulling in with their cookers, getting ready for the pig cooking contest.
I am excited about it because I'm a big fan.
There's always some cool displays. How do you describe it, Shirley?
I don't know, because we were involved with them for a couple of years.
That's
I
right.
remember one year they had we did a graveyard.
They had the gravestones of teams ECU beat or something like that.
Like NC State and Carolina, and it was written on there with the scores and everything. It was really cool. I think
you do
we
get
won
judged
one year.
on the presentation, right?
Yeah, I want to say we won one year. You have to ask Troy, but I thought we won the year that the gravestones. I think that was the year that we won.
I think you're right.
So, but yeah, it's a good time. But I'm not going to be able to spend as much time down there as I want to because I have to be at the stadium about an hour before game time. So I want to just grab my plate and start making my way over to do a little softball.
It is opening week of Major League Baseball. I had a couple of name submissions for what we call today. Chad says opening day part deux. Opening day weekend. Yeah, maybe. Opening day weekend, though? You can't. A day can't be a week. Yeah.
I would say opening weekend if you're going to go that route.
Right. Yeah. Redbeard says opening day 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I'm down with it.
That's better than what it is now currently.
I still say opening day works.
No, the day after opening day.
The day after opening day.
Yeah, that's my favorite in the clubhouse right now. This is closing weekend for the NBA regular season. Last regular season game is, I believe, Sunday. Yes. And then you've got those wacky play-in games beginning on Tuesday, where the Charlotte Hornets will be involved in one of those games. And you've got, I guess, the real deal playoffs. They always begin on Saturday, right? So I'm assuming they start next Saturday,
I believe so.
the 16th. CJ will be rooting for the Boston Celtics, who are the 1, 2, 3. Okay, they are right now third, a half game back of the Bucks for second. So that 3-6 game would put them facing Chicago in round one.
Would be very happy with that. I don't think we lost to them this year. Actually, I think Chicago has one win over the top 4 seeds in the East.
Oh, right. That's their thing.
Yeah.
They beat up on everybody, which I wish the Hornets, if the Hornets would do that, that'd be
in much
great.
better shape.
The Bulls beat the teams they're supposed to and lose to the good teams.
Yep.
But that's giving them 45 wins this year. The Celtics are just a half game up on Philly. So if they would slide to that 4 spot, they would play the Raptors.
You're talking about the 4-5 or the 2-7?
Yeah, the Raptors. Yeah. And the 4-5.
No problem there either. I mean, I feel like Boston's going to get out of. I think they're
going to win the first round series.
Yes, I think there's 4 teams who are clearly above the rest of them, and that would be the current top 4 seeds,
including the Heat.
Including the Heat, yes.
Bucks. Who's coming out of the East?
I was confident to say the Celtics until we lost Robert Williams. Now, Robert Williams was slated to be back in 4 to 6 weeks, which would put him back in the second round. So if he comes back and plays, I mean, even like 80% of his health, then I think the Celtics should be the favorite. Otherwise, I would probably lean the Bucks.
How about Bucks Nets first round?
See, I don't think the Nets are very.
You're not believing.
Not in the Nets, no. I mean, who is left after Kyrie and KD combined for 75 points?
Yeah, I don't know, because I kind of just stopped thinking about them after those guys.
Yeah, they have multiple injuries on the team. Outside of that, the bench players aren't performing well at all, even compared to last year.
Ben Simmons?
He's not playing this year. I mean, we'll see if he comes back at all, but I'm just not impressed.
You've got potential for some great matchups, though. That would be at least some powerhouse names. And how about in the West, like a first-round matchup of Golden State and Denver? How much fun would that be?
That would be a lot of fun.
Awesome series.
I'd be very excited to see that. I do personal awards. Like, if I could choose who gets what award, I write that all out, and I have Jokic as the MVP this year.
Wait, CJ's got his own awards?
Well,
are you going to bring him into the show?
I could, yeah.
Okay. Let's have that ready for next week.
Okay, they're almost ready right now.
All right. I'm looking forward to hearing CJ's end of the year NBA awards.
Well, there's a spoiler. I have Jokic as the MVP for sure.
So Jokic had the first ever. What were the numbers, CJ?
Oh, for
1,000, 100. What was it?
I don't know, but it was insane.
Points, rebounds, assists, milestone.
Yeah, I mean, he's putting up numbers that we haven't seen from a guy his size since Wilt Chamberlain, and these are stats that Wilt put up in the 60s that I'm sure people thought at the time, not we, that they would never be touched again. And here we are in 2022 when, it's about as competitive as it's ever been in the NBA, and Jokic makes it look easy.
All right. We'll talk more about that next week with the playoffs getting underway. Pirate Radio just retweeted a Lake County captain's post.
That would have been me.
Hey, Terrell Owens, relax.
Oh, sorry.
Content junkie Shirley.
I like that logo. I like both of their logos. I haven't seen the hat that. So Gavin Williams is in the picture, the big donkey, looking big. His hat's cool, but they got the logo. The logo on their Twitter is that old man with the white mustache. I've seen that on the hat. I kind of want that.
I like that.
But Gavin getting the start tonight, and Shirley, and if I see something, Shirley, I'll pitch in. But you do a great job keeping up with our former Pirates who are in the minors, and we'll keep you updated on that here with opening weekend going on.
Yeah, he's slated to start. They're going to start actually in about 15 minutes because first pitch is 6:05.
All right, good deal. Let's take our last break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap it up here on a Friday edition. One last look at the leaderboard in Augusta, where HV3 is sitting pretty right now heading into the weekend. More to go on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pirate Fest, presented by Subdogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery. This free event includes 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us on Friday, April 8th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. featuring music from DJ Tay James. Then on Saturday, April 9th for a full day of activities from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., including a concert on the Town Common from Grammy-nominated recording country artist Eric Pasley. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Celebrate the Ultimate Journey Tribute Band, Trial by Fire. One night only at the State Theater in Greenville, Saturday, April 16th. $10 advance tickets for general admission for the floor, $14 at the door. Balcony seating, $20 in advance, $25 the day of. Get tickets at statetheaternc.com. Doors at 7, show from 8 till 10. Get advance tickets for Trial by Fire at statetheaternc.com for only $10 general admission.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
From our floor to your door, Bostic Sugg Furniture has what you need in stock, so you can get your furniture now, not later. Save store-wide, plus get special financing on our huge selection of beautiful furniture from Lazy Boy, Bassett & Rowe. Better sleep starts now on the Arctic Mattress by Serta on a power motion base with 48-month special financing and no money down, plus our exclusive 10-year power base warranty. From our floor to your door, create something beautiful at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medispa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. All products and services are on sale at our spring extravaganza, April 4th through the 8th. BeautyBarMedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at your stock market report. The Dow was up 137 points, closed out the week at 34,721. NASDAQ was down 186 at 13,711, and the S&P dropped 11 points at 4,488. And that is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show. Here's Clip.
All right, Scotty Scheffler is... I'm seeing 5 under, but I'm also seeing 6 under.
I saw 6.
I believe he is 6 under now, as he is pulling away from the field. But Harold Varner III will be playing this weekend and will be in the mix near that top of the leaderboard in the Masters. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on ECU baseball, Pirate softball, spring football, Pirate Fest, Pigskin Pig Out, minor leagues, everything in between.
Partridge in a pear tree.
That's right. We got you covered here at Pirate Radio. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you Monday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For Shirley Rhodes, Content Junkie Schaefer, and the crew, I'm Clip Brock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of